gentlemen, welcome to the Due Process League Season 2 Grand Finals.
I'm excited. This is great. We're going to see Shoot Man's Mazer versus Make Plans Fierce today. The ultimate Aimer versus Brainer final, and I cannot wait to get into it. We had an exciting semifinal last night with Fierce versus BTG, and Fierce won, going to 3 games, and now they get to see if they could take it all from Mazer, who, if I'm correct, has remained undefeated this entire season of DPL.
I think you are correct about that. So yeah, absolutely. I'm TH Pine. I'm in here with Zombie Bacon, and we're gonna we're gonna bring you this amazing match today. And please enjoy. So before we start though, I want to talk about the format really quick. This is a double elimination tournament, and we're in the grand finals. Mazer came here from there's the bracket, perfect timing. Thanks production, thanks Simber. So Mazer came here from the winner bracket, as you can see, and Fierce was beaten by BTG in the first round, which means they are coming from the loser bracket. They managed to beat BTG yesterday. So yeah, this means that Mazer only needs to take out Fierce once, but Fierce needs to take out Mazer twice. So we have potentially 2 best of 3s today. So we're going to play the first best of 3, including overtime if necessary. And if Fierce wins that, we get another one. And whoever wins that is the grand champion. If Mazer takes the first best of 3, they're the champions.
Yeah, that's right. I recommend any of you please tweet at Rain Your Ha. Rain, who's currently a previous member of SH and currently on Honk, knows all about this with fighting games. This is the format they use, so this is going to be very exciting. We might get a lot of due process today, which would be amazing. But the teams, I know Mazer wants to end this quick and fast, so I'm kind of leaning towards I think this will be done in one game. What are you thinking, Pion?
This is hard. I don't know. Someone said it best earlier in Help Us Chat. This match, Mazer versus Fierce, is gonna be similar to a hippo in a maze. It's gonna be tied, and I like that one. I think it fits. It fits well, and I don't know. Anything can happen. This can be over in 2 games. This can be over. This can take 8 games with overtime. Who knows? Like this could go the full length. We don't know. This is finals. Everything can happen. Like honestly,
Absolutely.
yes, Mazer is the favorite here, but Fierce was very fearful yesterday. Not sorry. And they showed a strong performance yesterday, taking out BTG. But Mazer, like both teams are super strong. Overall, Mazer seems to be a little bit more consistent if we're looking through the season and yesterday's playoffs. But I think Fierce can take them if they manage to bring their absolute A game and Mazer like slips a tiny bit. This swings in Fierce direction. I really think it comes down to momentum here and morale.
Momentum's not in the finals. I don't know what you're talking about, Pion.
I hate you. No, I love you, Zombie. Yeah, no, that would be a joke I would have made if you would say that. So that's totally fair. I just noticed that Fierce is still in a ranked match, so I guess we're waiting for that to end.
Well, Fierce has got to warm up. I mean, they want this, just to talk about that. Fierce in this situation is the underdogs. We have to remember they got knocked out early.
Yes.
First round of finals, they got knocked down by BTG, and they have clawed their way back. They knocked out Flogels. They knocked out BTG last night. They are the underdogs here, and they want everyone to know that they belong here. They belong in finals, and Addix is lucky his team's putting up with his smack talk, that they're putting the weight behind the punches that he delivers. But Mazer, this is the team to beat. They are the DPL standard right now. This is a team that is so consistent, and in a lot of ways what makes this match interesting is we did see what Addix has been talking about for so long in the season. We did see the brain overcome the aim last night. But
we did.
Can they do it twice? And also,
again.
BTG was a stacked roster of superstar players, superstar aim. But Diagra, I really need to shout out Dia. He was doing work. He was carrying Fierce so hard, in my opinion, and just delivering the frags where they needed to happen, and really secured a lot of pivotal rounds for Fierce. But I don't know if that'll happen against Mazer. Mazer's too strong. Mazer is truly looking like the best team we do
They are
process at
very
this point.
dominant. They are
Mhm.
very dominant. I give you that. They're definitely, yeah. If Fierce wants to win this, they have to go full power here, and um, yeah, we will see. But Fierce, in my experience from what I've seen in the past, is they're good at like playing the long con. Like they have endurance and stamina. So if this actually goes like to whatever 6 games, 8 games, I think they might have the upper hand in the end. But the problem is they need to survive the first few games where Mazer will go full force and try to pressure them out of this grand finals. And we will see how this
Yeah.
goes. I'm very excited.
I
And
wanted, but also to
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, also on the point of stamina, though, I don't think a team. I know Fierce scrims a lot, but I don't think a team scrims as much as Mazer. They are on every night looking for
That's fair.
scrims. They are, I do not want to discount the amount of work that Mazer puts into their gameplay. Fierce is Admiral. Fierce is a great team, and they've earned their spot here. But Mazer is not just all we show up and we play. This is a team who plays the game more than probably anyone else. And also, I believe they're the only team right now where every single member on the team has 1K games.
It looks really cool. I just noticed. It looks really cool in the lobby with all of them being 1K, 1K, 1K next to each other with the matching logos. It looks really cool. And yeah, that's those are impressive numbers for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. That, that's a good point. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for Fierce. I'm actually super surprised they're actually playing ranked game. Yeah, they have to warm up. But if this goes to like whatever 6 games, 8 games, I don't know, could be with overtime.
Well,
Then they have even more games before this. It's gonna be rough. But I guess
Fierce
warming
is
up is
finally
important.
out of
So
it, but I don't think they're going to tell us if they tied or not. They were going, they were getting shut down pretty close by some level 35, so I'm not so sure. Fierce, though, Fierce, no strangers to recruiting new talent though. Members of their team like Kaiku has less than 300 games. Great player though, an amazing player, but they have really pioneered new talent in my opinion in upper league DPL. We do see a lot of new people. Like for a while they had Vitals who was very new to the scene who then left because of Gunplay 2.0 and things like that. But Fierce wants to set the meta. Addix talks about that all the time. They want to set the meta, and one of their ways of doing that is they are so, and pun intended, fiercely fighting for new talent and new people. And we're going to see the standard mainline Fierce come in. We're seeing
yep.
Stars, Red Elixir, Diagra, Marbles,
No,
and
why we've not seen
Adaxi.
stars? I don't think we've seen stars.
No,
At least
Stars
not
is
from the
there.
squad I'm seeing here. Oh, they just switched them out. Never
Yeah, you
mind.
need
Yeah,
you
you're
need a
right.
refresh Pion. Come on, keep up
Yeah.
with it.
I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, it's a Daxi, Marbles, Dagger, Red Elixir, and Stars. And for Mazer, it's Roadrunner, Death, Mace, or Murder, and Smith. That's their main lineup as well, and those are all very scary names if you're familiar at all with the DPL professional, or not professional,
Uh,
competitive scene, I should say.
exactly.
We're not getting to
Omerta,
it here
the rank 1
yet.
for so long, and professional door opener on Mazer, a man after my own heart. Great player, great guy, and a great stream you guys should check out. If when he rarely does it, it's very entertaining.
I agree. Yeah, I joined his stream recently. It's really fun. Yeah, I cannot wait when Marbles starts streaming again. I want that to happen. He's
Yeah,
very busy with high school stuff, unfortunately, recently. So I
yeah, we
believe
have
I think
seen
it
a
was. He
lot
might
of
have been out of college. I guess whatever. I don't know.
we-
I don't understand American education system. So I'm sorry for wrong terminologies.
it's okay, Pion. Not we sometimes we don't get it either. I'll be honest. Um,
Fair enough.
so yeah, we've actually had a lot of great streamers come out, and some of them stream. I know like Control, um, player for Gnomes, and great guy. Sensei Snap who plays for Havoc. We have a lot of rival streamers. Sick Gamer who plays for Rats, but we don't see a lot of upper league streamers. And the few that we do have are so fun to watch when you do get to see that kind of play style. Not to discount our rivals players, but when you see members like Diagra, who does stream regularly, who does also stream their scrims with Fierce, that's a level of play and a perspective that we don't normally get, and that is what makes it so fun and refreshing to watch them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like the teams are queuing in. We're about to start the very first game of this amazing grand finals. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, teams are in the loading screen right in the versus screen right now.
No,
They're doing
before we get
silly things
in,
you can't see, but
any last predictions right before we get into the game one?
I really don't know. I think Fierce takes the first round. That's my call.
Okay, okay, I'll see. I'm voting Mazer first game. First game at very least. I think we're going to go to a game 3, possibly in overtime, but I think it's going to be 1, and then a tie
Yeah,
in game
seems
3.
reasonable. Seems reasonable. Yeah. I think Fierce is gonna start strong and then Mazer comes back. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Now, as
Um
we get into our first match here, Purple Apollo is actually going to be the kill house that we're looking at. So going from this is a map that we've seen. Um, pretty boring, all things considered. This breezeway was new at one point, where essentially really protects you as an attacker, but you have so many choke points going into that. Um, Diagra already giving us a lovely drawing, saying hi to
Beautiful.
chat. But this is one thing Fierce plans for very well. They're already looking at the two main entrances that people tend to go, either kitchen or brick house, and really right now playing very conservative on those barbs, wanting to lay out and really make sure that they have enough to last here. Going 3 barbs, 1 for the green door, 1 for kitchen, and 1 for brick house. This could be dangerous though for them, given the fact that Mazer loves and knows how to use their utility. This is one of the most utility conscious teams in the league right now with Mazer. They know what to watch for. We do see both of these flashes, pardon me, called out, and this is the thing. Mazer knows their flash spacing. They know that when they flash here, they're going to be able to win the fight here. They know that. They have the confidence for that. And then flashing back here, and not only in this corner, but more importantly, in my opinion, this stage, to really hit this person backstage that they're already drawn out line for.
Yeah,
That is what we call
I
experience.
hate to interrupt you really quick, but we have the aimer over the brainer debate on the map view already. If Simba might scroll
Oh,
down a
do
little
we?
bit, we have like
Oh,
hashtag
I
save
see.
fears, and we have aim greater brain by Def. So
It's like they knew where Addix was going to write hashtag
Yep.
save fierce.
Yep, absolutely. So save fears, everybody. Mazer is going in. They're setting up for kitchen. Def is on breezeway or courtyard, I should say. Door charge is blown, but Elixir is waiting. Fierce is not moving. All of them are waiting. Omerta is shooting open the door into office, and they're moving in. Omerta actually having the clacker, interesting, but he rotated. But he's actually now joining. He just opened the door, and now they're in kitchen. They're careful, checking all the corners.
Murder opens
Fierce is
doors.
not moving at all. No, okay, first shots fired. Oh, Roadrunner gets the first pick here on stars! Was that through the wall?
Through the wall, I think, yeah.
Wow, with the Black Tower, well played. Molotov is out. They're down to 1 minute 20 already, so they're fairly slow. But I mean, this map's not too big if they manage to get through. We'll find out. They start wall banging. Def is waiting for someone to rotate from hallway or backstage there and there with the saber. Omerta is in office now. Moving slowly. The others are pushing into club. But nice. Red Elixir and Dark taking out Mace. Red Elixir dies to Smith though on stage. So down to attack, 2 defenders, 1 attacker. Roadrunner pre-firing the door. Omerta's now joining his team in club, picking up the flashbang of his fallen comrade. Oh, Smoke actually, throwing it through the window into the hallway. And Roadrunner is on bomb, is defusing already. Adaxi, Daya are moving, shooting through the wall. Staff there with the saber!
Death!
Takes them out! Nice Molotov, but will Marbles be able to clutch this? 1v3? He has some time now. That Molotov might be the saving grace, but it's gonna be rough. He's in club. Takes out Smith! Bomb's at 70 though. Can he make it? I don't think so. 90%. That is firing the door. Bomb is defused. First round goes to Mazer.
Yeah, great plan there from Mazer. Keeping Death outside, because if you're able to hold this breezeway, as we saw, they cannot make a push. Death and Diagra going down to Death on the Saber, which is an immensely strong pick for Mazer there. Also, Omerta able to retrieve that clacker will be huge for them going into these next 2 rounds. Man, great game.
And the viewers might have just witnessed a very, very first here. A very big premiere. Yes, Simber, our producer, is on a very special build today, which allows him to first-person spectate. So that's exciting. And we're gonna see more of that throughout the match, and this will be publicly available hopefully soonish. This is a very preview build. It's not working very well yet, but it's working well enough for our use case here.
Yeah, so, Pion's favorite thing, soon TM.
Soon TM,
Soon TM.
absolutely. I try to avoid that as much as possible, but it's
Oh,
hard.
it's but that's the thing is it's due process at its core now. It's become such a part of what we expect from updates and things like that with things to come. Now, here we go. Onto Vox Trigger is our factory map. And again, Diager giving us a great drawing at Daxi, helping him out a little bit with some of the accoutrement. But Vox
Nice.
Trigger, this I want to talk about this because Pion, correct me if I'm wrong. Axum is the one who makes the factory maps, correct?
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them. Well, containment.
This one is definitely one of his, I think.
No, this
I think this
definitely
was
is.
maybe one of the first containment maps.
This is, and this was affectionately referred to as the SCP map by a lot of the community, just because of instead of saying containers or things like that, we have containment in the middle. It sounds so ominous, doesn't it, with all these containers? But this is one of my
They're very
favorite factory
contained.
maps. Exactly, but because it introduces a lot of the more CQB elements to factory, which we don't normally get to see. So you really get to see this shift of of defenders having a lot of these um, fun areas to play around with things like shotguns and things like that to really force the attackers into them. Whereas generally we just see long range aim battles that are exciting but not always um, the best. And again, I talk about it again. It's like Mazer knows where Fierce is doing everything. They draw a little guy in the corner to match up with Dai as they head toward the green door.
Nice. The map game is strong today. Just a little addition to what I said earlier. Simba is doing our production, and he's the one on first person cam. But Stellaric is our main observer, who's doing all the map and all the map view. So just people are aware of that, and no confusion is here. So yeah, seems like Mazer is going in. They're split pushing Toxic office. Door charge is breached.
Oh,
Molotov is out there, so they will take their time now.
Death
The
already got
other-
marbles
Oh, wow.
through the
Good kill
pixel.
there. Nice, down there. I didn't even notice. Good call. Red Elixir sitting in containment, trading shots with Roadrunner. Oh, Mace taking out the Daxi over here. Now they're trying to push out of the office, but Dyer is holding them down, killing Daffir. And the others are splitting through Toxic. They cannot really move out yet. Red Elixir and Dyer are holding them down. Star is still waiting for his moment. Murder is jumping down, taking out Dyer here. And also Smith and Murder. No, wait, that's actually no. Red Elixir fall back. Never mind. But it's now been taken out by Murder. But that was a trade. That was actually a trade. Yeah, they traded. It's down to Stars. 1v3. This is going to be rough for Fierce here. Can he take it? He has a good position. With the Ingmar here on bomb, has a good line of sight, but Roadrunner is coming up close. Oh, there's Mace. Winning the aim battle. Aimer, greater brainer so far, at least. Second round, going to Mazer, 2-0.
Great round there from Mazer. I mean, that opening kill from Death was absolutely insane. Through the red door, onto the just stairs right here. I mean, it was so clean that even we missed it for a minute there, Pion, but man, Death doing work with that. And Mazer, once again, executing a flawless execution. Getting two members off the bat. Daya and Red Elixir able to trade 2 kills, but not able to hold it. You know, we talk about Aimer versus Brainer, but it is hard to deny the fact that Mazer has quite a big brain in their heads. When we just look at the complexity and the things that they're watching out for and how well they are calling these maps.
Absolutely. It's a big meme. We're calling them aimers. They're calling them aimers, but we all know you don't win this game without a brain. So, yeah, they're good at aiming, but they're also pretty decent at braining, I'd say. So
Red. Yeah, they are decent at braining.
braining. Is that a word?
Yeah,
No, it now is.
it is now. It is now. We've made it. Well, that'll be in the dictionary. It came from DPL, but now we go to Kill Dome, everyone's favorite new tile set. Now, Pion, I wanted to ask you, you know, being a community manager, what was it like knowing this was coming for so long? Like
Oh,
how
like I couldn't wait. Like just like when I first on an internal build loaded into this and had the announcer and everything, I was like, oh god, people will love this. And then I saw the trailer before it released, and I was like, oh my god, people are gonna go nuts. This is amazing. And yeah, people did go nuts, and I loved every second of it. So yeah, that was definitely I was very waiting for this day, and I was very glad when it eventually happened.
it's a great tile set. I know also yesterday we were able to see that in the BTG versus Fierce game that actually these ruin walls up here are considered props and not walls, so they can't be wall charged. But going in from that, I was kind of curious because we saw this map yesterday. We know power is such a win condition, as Shovel like to harp on me for talking about all the time. But
Yeah, you like
this
to
is
call it dark.
dark. It is dark, dark. It's dark, dark. I'm telling you, it's real dark. I don't know how else to
Oh,
say
I
it,
gotcha.
but now this beach execute is very important because actually, if you take a look at our little wonderful landing craft here, you can actually throw utility up and through before you have to execute on the beach. So a lot of teams have been doing that, but Mazer here going for the double smoke, looking for a 3-man push on that beach as well as an execution through ruins. I'm assuming will be late. Great call from them, and man, the announcer just makes this feel so much more hype as they
Absolutely.
lead into getting out of the truck. It just gives me chills.
Curl Dome. There we go. Macer is on the way. And yeah, I think they want to go jungle here and split through beach. So because they're assuming Fierce is gonna sit up in base and giving them a hard time when they try to get into jungle. So far, it doesn't look to be the case. We have some of them watching pit though because they're worried about that. And I mean, they can clear that out from beach as well. So we'll see if that works in Mazer's favor. They're blowing jungle. Marbles is waiting below. Dire is looking the door. Taking some shots at Roadrunner. No damage done there. The others are moving on the beach. I think they only used one smoke though. Actually, no. I only saw one, yeah. I guess they decided to only do one.
Yeah, they switched
Molotov
it
is
up.
out. Yep, Molotov is out on the jungle door, so they're waiting. They're not pushing in. They're taking time. Marbles and Dire both rotated. Daff and Mace with the long-range weapons now sitting on beach, having a good line of sight into the jungle. That was the plan all along. And next Molotov, they're losing so much time, but Daff gets the first blood here on Red Elixir, who was trying to hide in the log. Yeah, no, Daxi with the auto shotgun actually in pit, trying to come around, but the others are pushing in. Roadrunner taking out Dire, taking out Marbles here, and now Smith takes... What the clean up here? Now it's down to a Daxi who's sitting in observation. There's no time for saving. He's just gonna go in, being taken out. The murder. That was a clean sweep. 5 kills, no deaths for Macer. 3-0 for Macer. They're definitely showing they're the aimers here and the brainers.
Death taking a second kill on Omerta there, but I just wanted to point out how high those health bars were when they did that execution.
It took almost no damage. That was insane.
Oh,
You
man.
were alone, apparently. Mazer pushing Fierce to the limits here. Absolutely.
Man, Fierce here trying to find a foothold, but Mazer giving them nothing. I mean, I think, I remember in Bot Stuff, which has become the drama channel of DPL lately, there was a great comment, I believe it was from Main.
For a reason.
Yeah, exactly. You have to mute it. I wake up in the morning and I immediately look at Bot Stuff, but I think it was Mace or Death that made a really great point concerning this whole aimer versus brainer thing. And it's like, at the end of the day, you still have to hit the people you're shooting at.
Yeah. Fair
You know,
enough.
at the very end of the day, you still have to do that. And they're doing it very well. I mean, you can't argue here. I mean, I think Mazer's looking for this 7-0 for the first match, showing that no, this is our house. We are DPL. We belong on top here. We're gonna go completely undefeated. And now Purple Apollo we're back here on this kill house. Adaxi and Fierce looking for a similar plan actually to Mazer going in through kitchen. The reason that is because this green door is very appealing, but has so many odd angles within this office area as well as being wall banged from lockers that it makes it very difficult to take, particularly if there's a barb on the door. We did see a great momentum game where Voxel was teasing the barb and baiting out those early wall bangs. And same with Brick House. Brick House is dangerous. All these little angles and bulletproof cover, sitting behind these cinder blocks and things like that, just makes it not a fun place to try and push through and then have to fight in the hallway and then not only have to take sight through breezeway, but also fight these windows up here and these longer angles, which is just not fun, as well as probably getting wall banged from office. Now,
Absolutely.
Fierce here actually, I think, going to be sidestepping a lot of Mazer's barbs. Mazer really focusing heavy on that brick house side. 2 barbs there, and this could be good or bad. We do have Death here watching that green door into kitchen. They have 3 members, but if the flashes ring out, nothing is going to go Fierce's way here. And again, great guy sitting on top of the map from Diagra.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's interesting. Fierce is actually pulling the same plan here as Mazer did in the first set. And it seems like Mazer is somewhat expecting that, but all their barbed wire placement is, well, almost all of them is in the wrong spot for that. So I guess that's more for backup, and they have 3 people watching the kitchen door and club. But yeah, if Fierce can turn this around by being on attack now.
Ooh,
Let's stop
Adaxi
being quiet.
getting almost
Yeah,
getting a little
Maze.
bit of a haircut there from the leg roast.
Yep, Mace. Wall banging the door, but all bullets miss. Luckily for Daxi, they're going in. Flashbangs. Little tiny damage. Tiny damage from that fear. But not much. Dyer's shooting through the windows on office. Nobody. Oh, Maze almost dead. That's where one of the defenders, one of the Fierce members died last round. Oh, another Fierce member. Really though, I think it's Smith, who's sitting in hallways getting shot by Dyer. Waited. Oh, but there's the first kill. Roadrunner actually taking out the Daxi through the wall. Nice kill. We'll see if they can.
I want to talk about what Mace is doing here, though. Actually, looking down on those sandbags do make it so you can't be hit, because he was taking some shots in the head just because of the forehead was just barely exposed from those wall bangs.
Yeah, he's crouching behind the sandbags. Yeah, good point. Good point. They're breaching, they're blowing up the barbed wire. Molotov goes out, but Relixi got through. The others running through as well, taking out Mace, taking a lot of damage, but they're in club. Def is waiting for some opportunity. Sprays down Relixi, Roadrunner swings around. Def though, and now Roadrunner versus 2. Smith is coming up for backup through the window. Will he be able to take something? Roadrunner trades Dyer out, but Stars takes him out with the shotgun eventually, down to a 2v2. But Marbles is outside with the saber. Will he rotate in? We'll see. Smith is waiting in hallway with the auto shotgun. Omurda coming from behind, slow walking with the knack. Stars is on bomb. Omurda comes around. Will Marbles take him out? Will he see him? Stars actually looking at him. But Omurda takes the kill here. Now it's down to Marbles, who's outside the building. 5 seconds. Time is off. The round goes to Mazer. 4-0. Wow. That was it looked good for Fierce for a moment, but then it was all over. I didn't even look at the clock.
I mean, that was talk about down to the wire, and that's the trade-off you make by having a member of your team on Saber outside that courtyard. You can't have them help push bomb there, and you really needed that help because possibly, he could have gotten both kills, but Marble's not able to do anything really
Did
at
Marbles
the end of
fire
the
one
day.
shot during this round?
I think maybe one shot rang out, but I'm not entirely sure. He just kind of Mazer expecting that and playing around it so well. Omerta up in that office, able to play that long rotate through no barbs, I might add, which really helped clinch the round for them in the end. Man,
Absolutely. That was
this is the thing with Gunplay 2.0. It feels like Defender weapons are just that much better right now. Particularly the knack.
yeah, the neck is insane right now.
The knack's kind of the mini power weapon of defense, and now I believe Pion it is an anime reference for the reason it can pen so much. But
Yeah, it is.
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I heard through the grapevine. But I mean, it's a great gun now. It's such a versatile thing to be able to have a fully automatic gun that is able to spray through basically anything in the game outside of ballistic materials. Now, I'm excited to see what Fierce is going to do here. I don't think they're going to do the green door office execution that Mazer did. And the reason for that is Mazer likes spawn peeking. They like taking these early fights with the mop. I will be kind of surprised if either Mazer or Death
looks
isn't
like
sitting
that's
here.
gonna happen. Like, look at the red line, look at the blue lines. Like, both teams are aware of this.
Yeah, they're
It's gonna
expecting
happen.
it. And if you're able to, I actually think if you take this angle a little steeper, you will be able to see that line that Addix draws out, where he wants to stick close. And then what we've seen a lot of teams do now, if they have to go green, is they actually don't take the far peak on these windows. They get up close and they actually crouch down and look down, like I was talking about with Mace there on the stage, because your profile becomes so small, you can actually get through there before they can see you. Now, it's a little comical though if you have something like the saber on your back, because it sticks up like a unicorn horn, so they'll be able to see you walking by it, but nothing else. And Death
Will
here,
not be able to.
yeah, exactly. Death and Smith here going for that. And I think Death is going to get early damage if he can't get the kill, and Smith's going to secure it. I think because look, he's looking down, he's hiding as they get close.
Smith has a shotty as well. Like, Smith is guarding the door basically. He has Death's back. Fierce is stacking up on the container. Adaxi baits a shot and they're rushing by. Smith is waiting though. Death is pulling back. Nice bait from Adaxi here. Oh, window smoke missed. No, they don't know Smith is there yet. They don't know Smith is there yet. Death is shooting through the door. No damage done. Blackman's go. Smith immediately be taken out by Adaxi here. Nice first blood. Now Mace and Def both trying to wallbang them. Wallbang's going back down. Mace goes down. Def takes marbles though, and that means two defenders down for one attacker. Nice long range shots from Roadrunner here across the whole map on Elixir, but he's still good. Oh, little damage from Pit from Toxic there. I think Stars took the shortcut. Now there, 3 people are rushing through shelving on bomb while Daya took off his control. Def is being taken out. Too many guns in his face. Omerta has to fall back as well. He got the molly out though. They're buying some time. Roadrunner is shooting Daya, who was gunning down Omerta, but Omerta made it through to the next container. Now they're hiding in containers. Adaxi is going hunt for them. Daya is holding down the long range though. The Roadrunner trying to peek him, but it's been taken from behind. Omerta jumping out, but Daya taking him out after he took Adaxi, and that's the first round for Fierce. And that makes it a 4-1. Now we're going into round 6. Six. That's also good, but not in this game. Round 6. Last round of the half. I'm very sorry. Thank you, Brian, for that.
Pion, are you okay, Pion? You doing okay?
No, yeah, I'm fine. I'm
a little
amazed.
too exciting.
I'm amazed how Fierce took out Mazer this round, and we'll see if they can keep it up, or if Mazer takes it back. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll see. We're coming to the dome map, so it's not quite a maze, so it might not be as advantageous to Mazer as the Killhouse map, which worked very well for them.
Now, I will be interested to see what happens here, because now Fierce does have the mop. So Mazer's not going to be able to make use of that as well. But also, because Fierce did a save round there, they have a door charge and a wall charge.
Right,
so they
won the eco round.
That. Yeah. Impressive. So, and I mean, I think Smith hiding there was a little bold and really relied on Death landing that opening shot, but which didn't happen, unfortunately. As well as he got peeked out by Adaxi there, who was kind of expecting it.
Yeah, and Smith's play not playing out either. That did hurt them for sure.
Absolutely, but you know, they did their best and still brought it to Fierce, but Fierce able to clean up that round really easily. Now, this is not surprising. What I'm seeing from Fierce here, they want to take that red door, push in through pit into that observation, which is very, very important actually, because what it'll do is give them tons of free information through these TV windows. As we can see, they do want to wall charge out of there, because yesterday, I believe it was, is that castle and observation walls are the only ones you can wall charge on Kill Dome, which is, again...
you might be correct, yeah. I believe you're correct.
That's what Fierce was saying.
This one, I'm not 100% sure, actually. You might be.
Might be able to.
Jungle and pit. I think you should be able to wall charge that one as well.
That might be done. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that's what Fierce was saying yesterday when BTG was confused about their wall charge on runes. Now,
yeah, runes doesn't. This is not a wall. This is just a prop. But yeah, you can wall. I think you can wall charge the pit, the observation, and the castle walls.
Yeah, Mazer expecting the door charge into pit though, and going to be having 3 members in observation, which will be rough for Fierce to take if they cannot win those battles.
Yeah, and that's their plan. Like, if they cannot go in there, yeah, they're basically completely called out here. I mean, Mace is also watching Beach, but they definitely have a good defense for this attacker plan. And actually, Marbles, it seems like Marbles is going Beach. So we'll see if he can win the battle versus Mace. Mace is not looking at him right now, though. Smoke's going out. The others are waiting on the door. There we go. Mace is shooting through the smoke. The others are breaching pit, and Mace is falling back. They're walking. They're not moving into pit yet. Def is taking some shots, but now they're moving. Okay, flashbang out. Will they go for power? They're shooting into observation. Flashbang going deep. The defenders falling back. Daya swinging around. Is taking power. And Smith has been taken out by the grenade from Red Elixir here. Well played. Power is down, which means observation is actually off. Oh! The Red Elixir picks it up, throws it into the pit, and now the lava is lit up, I guess, but that doesn't help Mazer at all. So Mazer down 1 man, and 4 Fierce members are in observation. Observation is dark though, so it's not helping too much. But they want to wall charge here. Now the Molotov blocks their path while Marbles is taking shots and takes out the murder! Down in the jungle, across the map. Now Roadrunner is trying to find an angle on him. Wall charge is going out though, and next
takes Mace out.
Ow! That's though, however, yeah, with the kill, with the swing, double kill. No, actually, he could have got the Daxi and made Red Elixir shoot his teammate, taking out Dyer. So it's actually 2 attackers down, 3 attackers down. That maybe winning them around here. Stars takes him out eventually, though. And now it's down to Roadrunner, who's kind of pinched between Marbles and Stars. But the clock is ticking, 30 seconds. Stars still has a flashbang, Marbles still has a flashbang. They have to move now, 26 seconds. Marbles is on the move. Stars is trying to find him. Roadrunner is hiding in the grass here with the Legros. Yeah, with the Legros. They're not moving yet, not really moving fast. 20 seconds. Flashbang right on top of Roadrunner. And Home Marbles
walked right by him.
Will they jump out? 12 seconds. He has to go to bomb. He has to defuse. Stars is sticking to defuse. Will Roadrunner be able to stop him? If he stops him, there's Marbles now. Gets the kill on Roadrunner. The shot bit around. Stars stop really shortly there. This might be. Wow!
Oh, close.
Well played. That was all or nothing, though. They completely relied on Marbles taking that kill, and Marbles delivered. Holy moly.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you make fun of me for calling it dark, but look at how pitch black that is.
It is.
When you're a defender.
Absolutely.
So now people know what I'm talking about when I say that. We finally have that first person perspective. That is dark, and it's amazing. There are certain areas, like we saw Death in observation there, securing some huge frags, but not able to find that last one, which was unfortunate. But, I mean, huge frags for the team that swung it back in their favor, but not quite. Roadrunner, if he had found Marbles there early, might have actually won that round, but it's so dark you can't see that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he must have heard Marbles though, but he didn't want to step out of the grass because he knew he was 1v2. I assume that was his reasoning.
Well, that, and I also think that he knew if he killed Diffuser there, that the game was theirs.
Yeah.
Or rather, the round was theirs.
Yeah.
So that was probably the rationale there that I could think of. And also, just a fun fact for the viewers, the attacker flashlights are actually significantly brighter than the defender flashlights. So I was actually talking about this with Mackie Moose the other day, that it's actually a really good idea sometimes to pick up a PK if you're a defender, just for that brighter flashlight sometimes. Now, we're into the third quarter here. We're on our new C-Store map, Judgment Thrust, and Fierce going old school with it with a regular old storefront push. And Mazer very nicely pointing out the double DDR machine here, the only thing that matters on this C-Store. It's really
it's not DDR. That's trademarked.
No, it's DDR. I'm calling it DDR. You can't. What are you gonna do, Pine? You gonna stop me?
No.
Thank you.
I could move you out of this channel, but
yeah, what? And the viewership will drop. Watch it. Now we do have a Pogfish over here from Daya, trying to bring them some power. And basically, again, this is, I talk about it all the time with Fierce, the Fierce Flower. They come in and they always split up. They're going to bloom out here into Arcade and really, I'm assuming, take this storefront and double swing to clear out these back shelves as well as attack this teller door. Now, Fierce is doing what most teams do on a C-Store. They're playing very conservatively. We see Nax, Gruber's, 3 shotguns taken immediately with only 2 barbs, and power's already been grabbed. So,
interesting. They're taking power on defense?
Now, that's actually a
good plan
sometimes, because we do see no Saber, no NVGs.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I mean, Arcade and Freezer are pretty lit up, even with power out, but right now it's Mazer who's doing Arcade, so risky. Roadrunner immediately throwing the Molotov here on the wall charge. With the Elixir actually going down to the Molotov, but this is the double kill for the attackers. Arcade, what is going on there? Taking out the Daxi. Will Emerge actually sprayed on Stars? Can Stars take him? He takes him, and now it's Roadrunner versus Stars in Arcade. Who wins this? Shotgun was AP that each other. It's just
Roadrunner, the shotgun master.
Yes, Roadrunner actually making it out. Wow, that was insane. That what happens if nobody can see anything, I guess. That Arcade play looked really ridiculous, but it's now down to a 3v2 in the favor of Fierce. Miles actually still ran outside again. I think he actually put a flare out. Nice there, the kill on Roadrunner. Daya, take him out. And now it's down to Smith, who's hiding behind the fridges here. They still have so much time there.
I don't think they saw him get there.
They don't look him. They don't look for him. They're waiting for him. They don't know he's there.
They
also,
think
there's
he's
a frag.
Miles
takes out Daya. Bubble shoots him now. Can you take him? No. Marbles gets the kill on Smith. Another round. 4 Fierce. Is this comeback time? 4-3. Wow. Well played.
Very well played there from Fierce. And I mean, almost happening. I think Omerta there, unfortunately, not able to find that kill with that swing out, would have really changed the game. But yeah, props to Roadrunner and Smith with those shotguns, proving that they can be used. that arcade was that was
That was
interesting to
insane.
watch. You know, we see that from the top down all the time
Uh,
in DPL, but now seeing that in first person just makes it a little more ridiculous, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, wow, just really speaks to the skill of Roadrunner with that shotgun. I mean,
Yeah,
kind of a little ratty with it, but
definitely
I
well
mean,
played.
coming home with the kills, man. Now
Yeah.
we're getting into our kill house here in the third quarter. Now this is an old school one. Caged hand. A long angle
Oh,
here from
yeah. Yeah.
backstage.
I know
We've
this
seen this
one.
map. Yeah, we've seen this map so many times. Pion, what do you think about
What?
this map? Because it's kind of, hear me out.
Sure.
It it kind of looks like a sprite. Like I feel like a dancing sprite kind of guy because you got the foot there, and then you got the
Mm-hmm.
other
Yeah,
foot
I
here
see.
kicking out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, and then one arm going down here, one arm to
Yeah,
the
like with
front,
the
and
yeah,
like a
exactly.
little
Just
hat,
kind of
maybe like a Mario hat or something.
yeah, exactly. He's having a good time.
Mm.
He's dancing a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Now
Apparently, he has a caged tent, so I'm not sure why he's happy. So
maybe he's running
he's
from the
just rolling
cops.
with it.
Yeah, he's rolling with it. He's having a good time. He's running away from Argus as a crim. You know, he's been locked up. He's out of here. Now, Fierce looking for a fairly um there's the cage exactly. Now, Fierce here looking for a non-standard play for them actually, going 3-1-1, sending one through reception as well as one office.
Oh,
And Mazer here really wanting this map in particular, drawing out 4 barbs and basically wanting to prevent this push into vault at all costs. So I think Mazer with this is kind of their insurance plan. Those 2 barbs. They understand they may not be able to kill all of Fierce right here, but what they
yeah.
do feel very confident in is
It's
pushing the
just
game as long as possible. They've been doing that almost every other round. They push it to the wire, and with those barbed wires, no pun intended, are able to keep Fierce out of vault and maybe even Mace sitting in vault waiting for them.
yeah. They actually keep it open to cut the sideline from Club, I guess.
Yeah,
Or the
that's
rotation
generally
rather.
what we see with this map. Yeah, just
Yeah.
to because that's nasty sometimes.
I mean, Roadrunner and Dev can turn it or can close it again if necessary. They're in the kitchen as long as they're not getting pushed out. And right now it seems like they're all going office. Well, actually, Stars is rotating south, so he's gonna split. They're wall banging, but nobody's there. Oh, Omerta taking some damage there, but very minor. Smith putting that right down. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage going down here through the walls on Mazer. 3 people in vault now. Omerta actually coming out, trying to swing on them through the wall with the neck, doing some damage. Oh, it's actually pretty low. They cannot get through the barbed wire yet. Frag goes out, barbed wire down. Omerta, will he throw the flag? Oh, nice molly. Oh, Roadrunner taking some long range shots here, but no damage done. They're waiting for the opportunity. Omerta, then it comes around. It's killed by Roadrunner. Oh no, and almost gets Roadrunner as well. This is really punishing for Mason now. But Dev takes his spot, tries to gun them down, gaps marbles, has to fall back, starts rotating, coming from behind. He's gonna be pinched, but Smits saves Vault. But oh, Dev managed to trade versus Elixir in kitchen before he goes down 2 stars. And now it's 2v1. Daxi gets caught by the ball. Oh, he can't move. He
Just
can't
barely
move.
off.
Oh, wow. So lucky he survives that. Smith with the auto shotgun. Can he do it? 1v2, no flashbangs. Knack. He picked up a knack in a car. KR, the day, rather. There's a barbed wire, though. Smith can potentially do this. He is at half
Oh,
HP.
he's moved closer.
Stars is full, though. It's not enough time. He's coming around.
Ooh.
Trade. No, actually, Stars taking out both. Well done. Tying the game. 4-4. Wow, this is such a swingy game. 4 rounds for Mesa, now 4 rounds for Fierce. Oh,
It is, and I mean that team kill on Omerta has to feel bad if you're
Yeah, I was
Roadrunner. I
gonna
mean
say
that was the opening kill of the match, and Omerta there going swinging hard. Adaxi riding brain over aim, and
I assume, just want to put that in there, probably Roadrunner might have been able to take us marbles if the shots would not have landed in a murder. Like, so this was double bad for them.
yeah, that
I
just seemed
assume.
like a communication error of
Yeah,
I'm swinging in, and at the same he swings right at the same time that they
yeah,
peek, and Roadrunner just fucking guns him down, but that didn't work out for him, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah. And seems like Fierce has picked up momentum now. No, not the team. That would be against the maximum roster size. But they're definitely going hard right now.
Momentum is
So
the Mazer of EU right now. Momentum was looking
yeah,
very strong.
they are. They are.
And
It was
another point I don't think we've talked about is this also a rematch, I believe, of the DreamHack finals, right? Or was that
no, that was
or one of the
Momentum.
that
Momentum
was
versus
Momentum? There
Mazer.
was one
Yeah.
match with Fierce, I believe, in the
They played
semis,
against each
possibly.
other. They played against each other in DreamHack. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think they
did.
tied actually. They tied, if I remember correctly. I watched Marble's video earlier that he
Oh, it
put out
was it
yesterday.
was the semifinals, Mazer versus Fierce, to see who would go up against Momentum.
Oh yeah, they played against in the semifinals, right? And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
lost.
yeah.
Yeah, they lost in the semifinals, but they tied in the Swiss round. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, both teams definitely showing a strong performance today. So
Yeah, strong
this
performance, and
is an
now
amazing match so far.
they're really wanting this round. Um, as we enter into the end of the third quarter, Barb here, pretty expected, protecting that power. Another one here in off is in Fierce reading Mazer right now, calling out their barbs and everything. Um, and I'm not really sure what Mazer's wanting to do here. They're kind of predicting plans and sight lines and things like that, but Mazer right now expecting a two-man push from Office and a
Mhm.
three-man from there.
Yeah,
Green,
Gringo. I like how these like both teams don't take this too serious. They take their time to shit talk on the map and draw little pictures and
well,
stuff. It's
that's
really
true,
nice.
but the thing is too is like if you're a player and you're not the IGL, you're not drawing a lot. You're
That's
just kind of
fair.
listening. You know,
Yeah,
I will say like even in my role like as a support player, I don't say anything for the most part unless I have like some amazing idea. So sometimes I'll be over here just playing tic-tac-toe. You know,
yeah,
I'm
sure.
listening to the
I'm
plan.
a, I win in tic-tac-toe.
No, you don't. Here, bet.
Oh wait, that's getting removed too fast. Um, anyway,
Pion versus Zombie tic-tac-toe match more important than the finals.
absolutely. Let's just focus on that one. First person view for that one, please. One of the players, please move in so you can see it on the floor. Anyway, Fierce is going into office hard. He runs in. Marble's actually looking from outside, very, very far away, taking a weird angle there. Now moving. Daya, on the other hand, is splitting through storage, is now met by a Daxi. Mazer has tried to defend Office a little bit, but has now fallen back. No damage done so far at all. Adaxi and Daya going north to storage. Elixir and Star sitting in Office. Marble's actually swinging around now, smoking through the window. Oh, interesting one. This cuts off Mace, I guess. Mace has to move a little bit. Marble's going even further. Does he want to throw his flash through smoke? Oh, actually, Fan is open now, right? But they took power. They destroyed the barbed wire with the frag. Marbles
That
is
they
waiting
did.
for his time to get through the fan, but Def is waiting there with the mob. Oh, this will be a sniper battle. We will see. They're taking the time. Clock is on 1 minute already. Adaxi is trying to. Oh, Mace dealing some damage there on Adaxi through the wall. He saw Adaxi's shots there, and now Adaxi joined Daya north. They're waiting for Def to make a wrong step. Now Marbles is going on defense. Flash goes out. Def missed the shot. They swing on him and take him out. Crossfire. Mace also not being down, and Roadrunner. It's all down to Smith, who's hiding in the corner. What an amazing play here by Fierce. And now they're just looking for Smith.
Oh.
Daya takes a clean round for Fierce, going up 5-4 in this playoffs finals. Wow, this was so well played. I'm impressed. That was ridiculous. What do you think?
I
That was
mean,
just
that was great.
that was amazing execution.
Such a clean sweep there from Fierce. I mean, wow, just great stuff.
You're
Wow.
so really
I
excited.
don't know what to say. I mean, that was just it was such a clean execution on Fierce's part, and just nothing Mazer could have done there. I mean, three,
Yeah,
4 members of Mazer were gone in an instant, and
yeah.
all before they could even look to manage to take an angle.
It seemed like they knew exactly where they were. They predicted their positions and like prepared all the crossfire. They took their time. I assume I would love to hear their voice come for that round because I feel they planned that out perfectly while they were sitting there. Like Adaxi and Daya were sitting toxic, right? The other two were down into office when Marbles was on fan and like okay, want to stay. We're baiting. Marbles is baiting out the mob shot up north and then throwing the flash and then we swing in from toxic, take him out, and then the other swing in from office at the same time, taking out Mace and Roadrunner in the southern and center part of the factory. It was just they knew exactly where they were. They made a perfect plan and executed it perfectly and took the round. Well deserved in my opinion.
Yeah, extremely well deserved and well planned out. Now, Mazer looking for a similar plan to what Fierce did. wall charging in through this single door, going in arcade, expecting those fight angles as well, but possibly, oh, pardon me, I might have read that wrong. I think they're going to go office, wall charge into teller, and take the button and open all of this up
Ooh,
for them. That would
that's a
be
nice play.
that'd be a great play, but I'm not quite sure yet. They seem to be still deciding. They have different angles drawn out. They have still things coming out. But this is very enticing, at least if you are me, because I am expecting at least one member of Fierce and Teller. As we do see, Adaxi just
Probably,
brought
yeah.
that out. Um,
Mhm.
Now with this Teller, you do have to be careful of this little spot back in the corner, but
Yeah. I saw people survive in there.
that happens more than
Awesome.
we'd like to probably admit sometimes.
Did Marvel just use his LS? Was that an LS? It sounded like an LS.
That was an LS, I believe, and
Well,
probably a
you
one
believe it
shot at
was he's
Allegros.
part of an Ingmar. I thought it was a mob, but no,
Ah,
it's Ingmar.
yeah, Ingmar. Oh,
Oh, shut open! Open fire! Shut us down again. Lots of damage on Mazer actually. Walter's well, not lots, but significant damage.
a decent
Watch it
amount.
goes off. I think someone
Oh,
screwed up the Molotov. Oh,
death
nice.
again.
Yep, death is definitely raining death on them, upon them. Someone. Oh, another
Another
one!
one.
Take that triple. Ooh, this looks really strong for Mazer now. Now they're going in. Red elixir. Guns don't work on it from the side. Can you take another one? He's getting flashed out. Gun down from 2. Going down, Dyer hiding behind the fridges, and it's down to Dyer and starts. Dyer swinging around. Can he take that? He can. Smith comes in for the revenge kill though, and he gets it. No stars. In arcade versus Smith gets the kill. 1v2 for him now. Oh, Murder is super low though. If Stars can take out a Murder, he can take out Mace. I believe in it. Yep, he takes it out. He's super low now as well though. Oh, and Mace is on bomb. And he's plenty of time. He can play this as however he likes. He
Oh,
gets
and
the kill.
he's
Ties the game again. 5-5.
stars there. That double kill in a 3v1, looking like a superstar. I mean, wow. But again, death with that saber is just incredible. Those 2
Yeah.
opening kills on Adaxi and Marbles. Red Elixir finding one on Roadrunner, but I mean, wow. Mace clinching up the round for Mazer, bringing it 5-5, tying it up. And again, you know, we talk about this every time we see Mazer. They are such a strong attack team.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they're. I mean, not if you watched the game yesterday, the first one, Mazer versus BTG. At least for the first 2 games, it didn't look like that. Like both teams were just winning all the defense rounds. So that was a little odd, but everyone was surprised by that. Usually, we see Mazer being strong on attack and a little bit weaker on defense. So yeah, that was back to form for them. Absolutely great attack round for them.
Yeah, not
It
only
was a
back
little
to
close in the
form.
end, but
Yeah. Not only back to form, but just back to where they need to be in this particular game. They need to take these
absolutely,
rounds consecutively, um,
this is coming
because
down
they
to the
give
wire.
exactly. It's very much to the wire, and Fierce putting up their best fight here. Now,
Mazer a little bit in it. Well, I mean, they still have the saber and they still have their clacker, but they lost their wall charge or used their wall charge rather.
mhm.
So we will see if this actually, if this is an advantageous position for them or not, because Fierce didn't use their mob. They used a few Molotovs. I don't saw many barbed wires, so we'll see how they.
Basically, I think that's not really too disadvantageous for Fierce there. You know, we talk about
Mhm.
C-Store meta being a map that a lot of teams are just like, we can't really defend this. Let's give
Yeah,
it up. We saw, you know, Mazer do that. I think we kind of saw Fierce do that too, using Legos' shotguns, Grubers,
Ingmar
and
actually
really,
interesting.
Ing- Ingmar was one of the guns that we did see them bring, but nothing in the grand scheme of things that felt too expensive for them.
Yeah. It feels
They're
like
really
the Ingmar on marbles felt to me like, okay, I don't want to risk a mob here. Let's take the next better one, the next one.
exactly, and I
Like it
think
was
that
like
was.
the cheaper sniper rifles for Marvel there because Marvel's
I think that was
really
more
likes its snipers.
influenced. Yeah, I think that was more influenced by the fact that they wanted to open those shutters than anything else. I
Good
don't
point.
think they would have if they were not going to go for that open play.
Yeah,
Now,
makes
I'm
sense.
assuming Fierce here is going to open this button, cut off this possible path for
Yeah,
Mazer as well. Mazer looking for a courtyard and office take. Will be interesting to see how they execute this as Fierce plays very far back into the north side. Um, we do have one member of Fierce here, Adaxi, playing like a rat in the corner with a Gruber. Might be able to catch some members of Mazer off guard if they do not clear that corner as they get into the start of the round.
yeah. Do they actually? No, they okay. They're split pushing. Yeah, through office. and reception, but they're like not like Fierce did it. Fierce was like 5 men or 4 men into the office, 1 swinging on the reception. They're going 3 people through reception here, and Def and Smith. Oh, Smith with double frag grenade. They're really expecting a lot.
Roadrunner stiffs them out.
Ooh, nice first blood here. Finding a Daxi in reception. Stars with the auto shotgun taking some shots. Doesn't find anyone. Falling back into brick house. Fierce playing this very, very careful, very, very deep in the map. Marble's taking some damage through the walls there. Has to reposition. They only brought 2 barbed wires. Oh, actually 3 barbed wires. Never mind. So, and actually he's riding an F on it where he died.
That's a fat F, too.
Yep, a very fat F.
Giving it 3D.
So, Murder kicking dog immediately gunned down by Dyer. They didn't have a shotgun. Well, that's not what happens if you don't bring a shotgun. Frag grenade goes out, destroying the barbed wire. Did they use? Oh no, they still have the second one. They might use it.
Molly's a little too deep to prevent anything.
Yeah, did not really hit. Some get shots going out from Red Elixir here. Flashing into backstage. Dyer throws the Molly, deals some damage on that, but they get through. Now they try to wallbang him. Will Dyer swing around? Or is he waiting? No, he's looking for the opportunity. Now falling back behind the kitchen counter. Yeah. Well, they actually have to come. They're just putting into wall. Oh no, Dyer made a misplay here, I believe. Star's still on the map. What they're doing? They're not rotating. Vault is cleared. They only lost 1. They only lost Staff and took out all the defenders in their room. Now they have to push. Bombs at 50%. They're just gonna hold them up. Dyer's pushing, being taken out, and Star's the shotgun. Nope, the fuse is done. Star's gonna try to save the shotgun. I think they just screwed it up. They thought they need to take the button, but they don't because the button the wall was open.
I think they called for that because they thought. I think for a minute there it looked like Mazer was actually gonna push into kitchen, but ended up not doing that and kind of faked out Fierce a bit. And Red Elixir and his teammate were not able to find any frags from the inside of Vault, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, Dyer had to Dyer would need to close the Vault there, but I think there was some miscommunication there on their part. Maybe he thought it's closed. I don't know. It was that was unfortunate to see from them. Big step up, but well, Mazer took advantage of that fact very well there. That swarm into Vault, and then it was very, very, very strong. Well played. 6-5. Oh god. Game point.
Game point and Fierce not happy. They want this. They were going to try and tie it. So now we're getting into the beginning here. Atlas Ember, I think what Mazer is going to do is a similar plan to Fierce. They're going for that power. We do see a double push, not only through storage, but also through office, trying to secure that power. Now, interesting enough,
Fierce wants to defend this a little stronger than Mazer did, though.
Well, I think the problem with Mazer is they didn't place a barb here that they had called out previously.
Good point.
So I'm just kind of I was very surprised about that. And now Mazer also expecting a much more, like you were saying, a much more definitive powered defense than they put up, calling out possibly a wallbang through the main hall onto a barb that they have called, but Fierce has not called as well. Now we're looking at 2 members of Fierce here, one in the north corner, one in the south of Toxic. Mazer's really concerned with this Toxic, thinking there's going to be 3 barbs when Mazer has, or pardon me, when Fierce has only written out a singular one. Now this will be important. Now I believe that Mazer still has a frag grenade to use for this, and I'm excited. We're going to be able to see Death on that mop still, and he has been devastating on that. Carter has been just doing so much work as well, but that is not to discount the fact that Fierce themselves are very strong here. They're looking for that tie. They want it. They're going to try and get it, and they are not looking good on the eco. Diagra and Adaxi both having shotguns. Marbles with an early mop pick looking for it. So
we'll see. Smoked off though. Oh, interesting. Death is smoking his own entry. Sniper battle, but is he looking for? They're breaching office. No molly. Alexi actually taking some damage here.
Yeah, Mace was doing the jump shotting through the windows.
Nice. Stars is wallbang from a dog though. Nice. But no damage done. Now they're pushing into Toxic, taking power. But Roadrunner leaves his life for it. And actually turns power back on! And the other side, we're cut off thanks to the Molotov. Marbles is waiting there for Smith to come around. We'll see if that works. Dyer swinging around. Death is taking shots at him though. Oh, nice!
Not looking at Marbles.
Nice piercing here from Mazer. Mace getting the double kill on Dexy
No
there.
one sees marbles.
Yeah. Oh wow, Marbles completely.
Smith didn't check the corner.
Can he take Smith? No, he can't. He misses the shot, and Smith kills him. That was so important for them. That could have gone the wrong way for Mazer. And this might be game. This might be game. Down to 2 defenders. Red Elixir sitting on shelving, waiting for Murder to come through the fan. Star sitting in the truck, south. Death moving north. Red Elixir
Murder.
Murder down, and now he swings around, waiting for Death and Smith. Refiring. Oh, Star's taking shots as well. That's nice crossfire. Can they take it? Red Elixir gets. Oh no, Red Elixir gets taken out. And no Rush.
Death. It's too clean with the saber.
Wow. Impressive. I mean, it was dark. You have to give them that. It was dark. Defenders did not have good vision there.
Death there shooting over his teammate to kill Stars and secure the game.
That was impressive. Game goes to Mazer. First game goes to Mazer. Very close though. But
very close game.
7-5.
Oh wow.
Wow. Like after round 4, I was like, okay, this is gonna be over fast.
Yeah, that was the general feeling. But Fierce there coming back, very strong. I mean, wow.
Taking 4 rounds in a row.
In spectacular fashion, I might add. I mean, like full sweeps almost entirely with their attack rounds. Fierce now is gonna have to go.
Smith wrote in chat, Marbles, you scared the shit out of me.
Hey, Marbles was scary, dude. I mean, that was funny.
You missed the shot. I would love to turn back time and go to an alternative reality where Marbles hits that shot, takes out Smith, and see how the round plays from there. That would be so interesting, but it didn't happen.
Absolutely,
so,
and
yeah.
I think that is such a great thing about this game, though, is that it is so dynamic. And a lot of these things, we were talking about that the same way with BTG versus Fierce, is like a single kill has become the turning point for these teams, a turning point for these rounds, and ultimately, in this case, the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it can a whole round can swing. Or one kill can swing around, and one round can swing the set. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is how this game goes, right? If you win one round, this can affect your economy and also obviously morale, and this can win or lose you the game. So
100%. Now, Pion,
that's how it goes.
I know we also had first person view for this. Do we also have another special guest coming on soon, or?
I think we have. Yeah, I think we have. So let's get a special guest in here. I'm not sure if we have the scene set up for it, but we're gonna get our special guest in here. But I'm gonna prepare him really quick before I do. Oh, actually no, he's
absolutely.
I can distract him.
Well,
so yeah, we have a very special guest here. Someone who was with us on DPL in the past a lot. I don't know if he realized he's here yet. He might be AFK. I don't know. He'll probably unmute eventually. We might talk to him after.
Well, we'll see. But while we're waiting on them, I think I do want to comment on the huge hit that Gunplay 2.0 has made to the competitive scene right now. Mazer was kind of unmatched before, and now we're seeing teams not only be able to close that skill gap a little bit, but also really bring it to Mazer. And that's not a discount of Mazer's skill. I think it's just an acknowledgement of the fact that the game is different than it was at the beginning of the season. And more importantly, it also speaks to the immense ability of Mazer to adapt to new things like Gunplay 2.0.
Yeah. They adapted very well. I find it really interesting. Like, you definitely see that the TTK has increased since Gunplay 2.0. Like, looking as a spectator, right? You see that gunfights take longer. There are more of those chaotic moments where players are like circling each other, not hitting their shots. So this is actually, I find this more exciting, honestly. It's a little bit more interesting to watch. So I like it a lot.
I agree with you. The only thing I don't like, which I think is I've heard rumors of being fixed soon, is the shotguns. The shotguns right now are utility only, and basically it's just, oh, I take this because I have to open doors. We do see some teams get some success with them, but in terms of the power of one pumping an opponent that we had before Gunplay 2.0 is just not present in the game right now, which I believe is coming back soon.
Yeah, we will have. I can actually confirm that if nothing goes wrong, and it doesn't look like anything goes wrong, nothing is on fire so far, we will have another balance patch coming out tomorrow, in fact, which will make shotguns strong again, and a few other changes as well. And so, yeah, while we're waiting for the match to start, we now have our special guest ready. So, everyone, welcome Giant Enemies Crab's one and only Zach. Hi.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going very well.
What
We
what
just
an
watched
exciting set
a,
of games already we've had, right?
absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely.
I have a lot of channel points on the line, so looking how this is gonna go. We'll see what happens.
No, for sure, for sure. I mean, these we've already had some really down to nail biting rounds, right? Right down to the wire. So it's been very entertaining to watch so far, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. If you don't know, Zach is one of the artists on Giant Enemy Crab, and he did some casting for DPL in the past, and usually I think you casted all the past playoffs, if I'm like playoff finals, if
Yeah,
I'm not
pretty much.
mistaken.
It's kind of tradition to pop in and do a little bit of a a review round or a little bit of casting for the finals.
So
Absolutely. So yeah,
because
glad
of
to have you
that,
here.
I want to know, Zach. I want to know what you're thinking about the game right now. How do you feel about this matchup of Mazer versus Fierce, the aimers versus the brainers?
Well, it's kind of we've seen the edges that each side gets with some of the really good plays that Fierce has put in, but each team has had really clutch moments. Team is playing at a very high level. I mean, watching Mazer get some, get ahead pretty far in the early rounds to see Fierce battle it back to put in at the 7-5 round is pretty darn good. I mean, it's I wouldn't say it's so much aimers and brainers. This is really high level play from both teams, right?
Absolutely, yeah. They're both aimers and brainers. Well, we
Hmm.
like to meme here, so
Well, it's the community meme started by Fierce themselves, the Daxi. So, and they both teams have fully embraced it, and I think that's why
I was
we
gonna say,
can't stop
yeah.
talking about it.
Mazer
Um,
leans pretty hard into it as well. So
yeah, there was a amazing period on bot stuff where Omerta was Aim Murda, Roadrunner was Road Aimer.
the
Some
road
great stuff.
aimer.
Road
Yeah, I
aimer.
think he
Ooh,
was Road
that
Aimer, I believe. Yeah.
that's nice. That's a good one.
No,
Nice.
yeah, I think one of the main things that we've seen both teams really playing heavily around is power. It seems like both teams are just trying to take that objective as much as possible. I think that's one of the things that's really proven to turn the tides for a lot of these rounds so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, I found it
absolutely.
especially interesting on that one round where I forgot who it was, but they turned off power on the defense. I think it was Fierce.
It was
Um,
Mazer turned it off
was it
on the
Mazer?
storefront defense and
Yeah,
almost won
yeah,
that
you're right.
round.
Yeah,
Um,
that was insane. The firefight in the arcade where nobody saw anything. That was
yeah, it's dark, dark. I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's dark. Um, and it's also it's a lot of fun now because it's a lot of teams are starting to view power as a win condition, but that also gives teams the flexibility of we saw in some of the a few of the rounds in the BTG versus Fierce game yesterday, where in my opinion, if BTG or Fierce had grabbed power at a particular moment, they would have won the round that they were fighting in. Because they were prepared for it, they had the NVGs, but they just were not able to finish it out. Um, that's just it's become such a pinnacle part of the game. Power is because before it was like, it's there. What do we do with it? I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely changed the pace of the game as well. Would you say so, Zach? Zach, you're still here? Yeah, you're muted.
Yep, sorry, my apologies. Yeah, in that set that yeah, in that round for that set, yeah, that really was uh a very pivotal kind of moment right there. I think it with again with the lights out in the storefront like that, it was just absolute chaos. But at
Yeah,
the same token, it's just like the power is such a strong play for these two teams, and they're fully embracing that. Right, I think there has been a lack of good flare placement, which I think they're still trying to contend with some of that that scenario to make
yeah,
sure you're
that's still
trying to
working
light
again.
up, illuminate certain areas to get your clutch in. But it's been very entertaining to watch so far.
Yeah, I think also the amount of time that flares last right now is 20 seconds, and so it makes before as
30,
soon
I
as power
believe.
go out, you throw your flares, but now
Mhm.
people I see, particularly in scrims and things, trying to figure out the rationing of the flares for the time frames that they're able to be there, and really having to choose between what angles you do and do not want to watch.
Do you want another sneak peek for tomorrow? 135-second flares.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
So
Well,
yeah, they'll just
Pion
pass the whole
here,
round. So
Pion here, giving us all the
I'm
goodies.
dropping the facts. So while we're going into the next match, Zach, what are your predictions? Who will win this game? Will it be over? Will Mesa take this?
I mean, they're both playing really, really well. I mean, any round could swing it either way. I have to give it to Mazer. They've just played so well all season long. But
Absolutely, yeah.
we'll see if Fierce can clutch this out. This game could go overtime rounds easy. I could easily see this going to overtime. So
And that's it. You've heard it from the man himself. Zach, Gek employee chooses aim over brain, everyone. So it's here. It is confirmed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And now we're getting into our first match, our first
We'll talk to
round.
you later, Zach. So
yeah, absolutely.
Wait,
Yeah.
Zach.
Good
Before
luck.
you go, please, I'd like to ask
Sure.
you something. Ozymandias Splinter. Anything fun you can tell us about this map?
I mean, looking at this map, that storefront is big. That's the first thing I can really point out about that. There's going to be quite a firefight, I think, going on in either one of these side rooms based off of it. There's going to be I'd say probably I can't really see too much on the. Ooh. Yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot on the on that left side on storage. I think either storage or office. There's going to be a lot of bodies laying on one of those sides.
And now, Zach, you're an artist for Giant Enemy Crab, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what do you think of if we look in the bottom right-hand corner of the map? What do you think about the latest trend of players adding their own little masterpieces to the game during the different
I love
rounds?
the little doodle arts. The little doodle arts make everything way more fun.
Absolutely, yeah.
It really enhances the playing experience. Yeah, this is the happy faces. Adaya's signature goofy stickman style is great.
There's been some great drawings posted in the fan art in the Discord. I love lurking around on that channel and just seeing what everybody posts in there. It's so much fun.
Like I think it's Six-Sided Sleep, and all of them have some great fan arts in there.
Definitely.
All
well,
right.
I'll let you guys get back to the action.
All right,
Talk to you later.
Zach.
Absolutely.
We're going into the second game. Mesa won the first one. If they win this game, they're the champions. If not, we continue playing for however long it takes. So let's see.
You and me, Pion, till the end. Double overtime. 2 best of 3s.
Well, what they're doing is blowing into storefront with Mace splitting from arcade. So far, actually, Omerta is swinging around as well. So it's a 3-2 split, I guess. They're not moving in yet, though. Fierce also did not throw any Molotovs yet. They're all waiting. Time is ticking. Nobody's making a move. Everyone is waiting for the enemy to do something. Red Elixir is actually watching arcade from storefront, while his teammates are watching his back. Daxi with the auto shotgun, waiting in freezer. Murder rotated back. Nice shot here from... Found the angle, found the pixel peak on Dyer, taking him out of office. Now they're rushing in. Now it goes fast. Molotov did not land. Roadrunner takes out Red Elixir here as well. And now as Mace moved in, and Daxi coming around with the auto shotgun. Doesn't see Mace, and Mace turns around, but Mace takes him out. That's 3 Fierce members down already. Stars and Marbles are cut off in Tyler. Marbles tries to rotate around. Bomb is getting defused. Smith is on it. Stars is getting flashed out. Can he stop a murder here? Or, well, he's still alive.
Murder the shotgun. There we go.
Yeah, Murder gets the kill. Marble swings around onto Bomb. Deals some damage, but he's almost dead. Mace is running past him, following him. Bomb is on. Why is he not defusing? There we go. Wait, there we go. Bomb is defused. First one goes to Mazer. Can Marbles pick up a kill here, or will he try to secure his Ingmar? Can they stop him? Can they take it from him? They don't see him. He's hiding. No, he swings around on Mace.
Oh, Mace.
Clean sweep. Very strong start for Mazer again.
Man, someone needs to give Death a trophy for being the ultimate entry frag right now.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it was like nothing moved until he found that kill.
Yeah, and Daya there saying he's gonna cry real gamer tears. Apparently that was a wall bang, I guess. Smith saying that Death was surprised as well to get that frag.
But that was wallbang through office. That makes a lot of sense because that will explain why Daya was not expecting to get shot from there. He thought he was in cover. He was, but Nice wallbang, I
I
guess. Well
mean,
played, Def.
talk about insane amount of game sense on these teams.
Yeah.
So Rogue Forge is going to be our next map here,
Oh no,
and
we
again,
have the mini player bug again. Marbles is in the center of the map, a mini version of Marbles. All the way down there in the middle of containment. Well,
gotta love
hopefully
it.
we don't get confused too much by that one.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
only
was
on
gonna
me
say
though.
I don't
Oh, it's
see
not
it,
on stream.
Pion.
Right.
It's
Okay.
a,
I guess I
I
have that.
was kind of getting used to Pion being a little crazy.
I'll
So
enjoy it all by myself then.
it's-
You do whatever. I'll have fun with my little marbles here.
yeah, have fun with little marbles. Now containment here once again, such a great place, and also kind of a big version of No Man's Land that we do see bomb in, which is a lot of fun. Now, what I do want to talk about is this really strange catwalk here, which gives Fierce a very interesting thing to play around if um, Mazer decides to go dock, which they aren't going to do. Looking like they want to go through red door, push through office, and really push bomb fast in containment. Most likely, I would not be surprised if they come through green, take these stairs, and then post up here like they're drawing to just hold down containment. Because if you're able to hold down these two lanes as well as this singular door, that's essentially a free defuse. Now, Mazer very cautious and kind of drawing a really strange race car up here, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely looks like a race car.
So they're going to want to clear those back corners of that office where I'm sure at least one member of Fierce will be sitting. Now, we do see Red Elixir and Diagra barbing up these entries here. Now, this is what Dia's barb is very interesting here. What we've seen more and more teams do, particularly on these catwalks, is not actually barb through the door, but barb sideways to maximize the efficiency of the barb.
Yeah, because they have to move through the catwalk anyway, right? So the blue office, Molotov goes out. They're locked out. The other two are rotating. Where's the fifth one? Mace is still sitting south. I guess he's waiting for a window smoke. Flash, actually? Instead of
Oh, I think he's
no,
waiting
shooting
for
the
Dia.
Ooh, can't. No, he doesn't hit. Doesn't find the hit. Oh, lots of damage here from, I think, a Daxi on or Murta, if I'm not mistaken. Had to pull back. Now Mace rotated north. Is he joining? Which team is he joining? He's joining the office team. Smith and Def are in storage. They smoked off the southern part and now joining on the catwalk as well. Red Elixir getting pincered here any moment. We'll see if he can make that, if he can survive that. They have to come. Like, he's cut off though. He can't get out there anymore. Oh, Dia! Kill from down there, from down below. Taking out a murder. Now shooting at Roadrunner. Who wins that firefight? They blew up the barbed wire on the catwalk.
Ooh,
Red
Marbles
Elixir
is on
waiting
that
for
green
them.
door.
Dyer and Roadrunner both survived. They both missed all the shots. The Marvel's taking a shot at the winner, but Red Elixir gets the kill before he gets traded out by Death. Mace is running into containment. Marvel's trying to take him out, but doesn't find the shot here. Can Mace take stars? He's kind of alone now. He's getting back up. Roadrunner takes out Dyer in containment, and that means 3 versus 3. Lots of damage on the attackers here, though. The defenders are in good positions in containment. The Dax is swinging around, but Roadrunner is on the bomb. Marbles with the mob going close. Mace swings around all the way from behind, but there's the kill. The Daxi tanks out Roadrunner on the bomb, but Mace gets the revenge here, and now they're slinging around the containers. Who can find him? Ingmar versus Gruber. Bombs at 60. A Daxi. Slows. Oh no, that was a defensive Molotov.
Oh, Daxi!
It's the kill! Well played! Secures the round here, but the kill on Ace. Very well, and secures the mob. Wow. Wow, that was well played. Nice.
A little bit of BM there from a Daxi. Gotta love to see it. But I mean, wow, what a down to the wire round there. Just unfortunate for Mazer losing that saber on death, and just that's gonna really mess them up going into the next
Oh, yeah,
round.
you hit the saber. Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll see if they. Oh, yeah. This might be. Yeah. No, I'd say Fierce has somewhat of an equipment advantage now. I mean, they still
Absolutely.
have. Mesa still has a door charge and a clacker, so that's not a problem. But they don't have a sniper anymore, and Fierce still has them up.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, in addition to that, Black Tars are gone. Black Tars have been heavily favored lately because of Gunplay 2.0. They've just seemed to have been, frankly, just better than the AP counterparts. So it'll be interesting to see what Mazer ends up bringing here. They have plenty of flashes. They have nades. So they're not really feeling it too much. I actually think Mace is going to be bringing out a KR they stole round 1 from Fierce. So that'll be huge on him. But this is the play we generally see here from most teams. Fierce really not only expecting this green door push, but observation is so strong on this particular map, Fern Moon, that we do see double barbs coming out. Now, Mazer only expecting the early one, not the second. Now, what is so devastating
They
about
only
this?
use one frag. They already use a frag as well, so the second one, you
Okay,
cannot destroy both. They
I
use one
think
last round.
I think what we're going to see is they're probably going to swing here and destroy this one once they know it's there because
Hmm.
they have the TV screens on both of these walls.
Oh,
So
they're in their favor. Yeah, right.
exactly.
It's,
So
oh.
possibly, Fierce, what we do see every once in a while is people will actually shoot out these screens to prevent them from using it, turning them into just blind walls, which are never fun. But if they
Hmm.
don't do that,
Yeah, it's
that's
very expensive to do though. You need a lot of bullets.
unless you take a super shorty, generally what I
Yeah,
see people do it with,
that's
or a
that's
gat.
that's the best way to do it. Yeah.
The
Doesn't
other
seem
thing I've
like
seen
they do it.
people do is only shoot out the head height row.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. So they're trying to place the bar. Did they not place it? I guess they're waiting for them to actually breach before they place it. So they want to place two double reactive double reactive barbed wire. We will see if they actually do it like Dyer pulls his stun down and then he runs back and then Marbles puts his down, or if he like puts it down immediately and Dyer has to move through it. Okay, Dyer placed it. I guess they hear them. Here's the charge. Marbles plays it down as well, and now they're holding the choke points. Do they even have a frag? They have one frag on Smith. Roadrunner is moving through the first one though. And they see them as the problem. They see them. They know they're there. Marbles wants to throw a Molotov there, maybe? Oh, but frag grenade. They have to pull back. Second barbed wire is cleared. Flash is going out. Two, in fact, Molotov is hit, though. Murder and Rotten are now cut off, but Pit takes Marbles! No. Stars takes a Murder, though. So that's strong. Now, Roadrunner is kind of on his own. Has to wait for his teammates. Molotov down. Marbles stepped into the pit there when running away. That's unfortunate.
And
That's
that's
very
an
unfortunate.
instant death too, isn't it? It's no
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's no limited time like toxic. Now they're rushing stars. No chance for him to survive this one. But Dyer with the shots from jungle, dealing a lot of damage. Cannot find the kill, but oh, Smith gets the kill here from the castle on the Daxi, and Roadrunner is swinging in. It's now on bomb, and Dyer and Red Elixir now have to make a move. They're actually rushing through the smoke in castle, but Smith is waiting for them. Takes out the first one, takes the other one. Good run from Mazer. They took this one, so good on them.
Great round for Mazer there, and I mean, really just great. Smith with that double kill was huge, not only finding Diagra, but also a Daxi. That really is what cleared up sight for Roadrunner to be able to take it, is that singular kill there onto a Daxi. These castle windows are such a win condition for this particular setup.
Yeah.
So much so that we saw Fierce open up the drawbridge and run through it to try and contest, but unfortunately that didn't work out.
No, yeah, the smoke was actually, I like the smoke there because it prevented them from taking it back, or made it way harder for them to take it back because they had to run through the smoke, and then Smith and Dev could just take them out as soon as they popped out. That was definitely a brainer move.
Absolutely, a brainer move from the aimers. What are you going to do when they become one and the same?
That's that's become unstoppable, I guess.
Exactly. Now, Fierce here, if they execute their attacks right, are looking very good to take game one with 6 attack rounds in the row as we move into the second quarter. But Mazer, we know, such a strong team, and we're really expecting them to bring out these defense rounds. I mean, you really cannot discount Mazer at any point within a match. Now, Ozymandias Splinter, great shout out to the wonderful Ozymandias. I remember when I first got the game, I was an alpha tester about 2 years ago, and then I left to go back to Counter Strike for a while. Um, Ozymandias taught me how to play the game by beating me constantly, by just absolutely whooping me at the game, which was unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, it seems like. Wait. Okay, it seems like Omerta has some technical problems here. Try to resolve, but I don't think I can. Okay, seems like Omerta has to restart because he loaded into wrong map. So yeah, we'll see if that affects their game plan or if he actually just waits it out. Oh, he just waits for next map. Okay, fine. I think he
Yeah,
could restart, but please
confident call from them. I think now that is again, I think following suit with this sort of meta we see of conceding C stores. Mazer feels fine to take this as a 4v5. Since
Mhm.
Omerta did load in the wrong map, and he spawned on top of the he spawned on top of the counters
That's
there.
amazing. Yeah,
Um,
chat has like the in-game chat has a laugh at that as well. So
esports ready now. That's
shut up.
hilarious. Well, that's what Marvel said. That's what Marvel said, not me, not my words.
Fair enough.
Uh, now Fierce looking not only to take this long angle through that upper window as they make their way towards storefront with marbles on the saber. Papa Omerta is down.
Yep, yes. UAV took him out. Okay, yeah, it seems like they're going for the storefront push here. 5v4, that should be very doable. As you just said, most teams on defense do eco storefront anyway. They only brought one barbed wire. They have like 3 shotguns and an F1, if I'm not mistaken. They only brought 1 Molotov, which just has been used. Like, this is a super eco round from Mesa. They're not giving up completely. Brought a little bit of equipment, but almost nothing. Dyer is in arcade. Dev is waiting in freezer to make a rotation. Smith and Roadrunner sitting in office waiting for someone to move. Dyer is swinging around. Is Star shooting through the door? I guess. Relix here taking some shots. Roadrunner on the door. Can he take the kill? No. Roadrunner has been taken out. Dyer took Smith. Dev is rotating in from north. It's been taken out by Dyer as well. Good round so far for Fierce. Down to Mace. I don't take that one. They're just giving up this round. We'll see if that costs them the game or not. Oh, he gets a kill on Night Axie here to the telehole, but Dyer swings in. Triple kill for him. And that makes it a 2-2.
Very unfortunate, but I mean, not a clean sweep there for Fierce at all as they loot up, but not much to loot really. They have all the good guns right now. We have seen some attackers taking Legros.
Like Mazer brought anything, so.
Well, Mazer brought Legroses, and we have seen some teams in particular take Legroses over APs or even Black Tars, but unfortunate. Omerta there, hoping we'll load back in. But Mazer not too worried about it, saying it's all good, all Gucci, so... Shooting at Axie's body, okay. Pouring one out for the homies.
Having a laugh and having some fun. I like that. Like, I think it's yeah, you just said not esports ready, and I think to a degree that's a good thing. Like, yeah, it sucks if there's a game breaking bug that like changes the outcome of a round, but I mean the teams are not taking it too seriously either, so we're having a lot of fun here.
I think esports ready is just a meme of the community at this point.
I mean, yeah.
Whenever something goes mildly wrong, like some thing happens.
We have first person spectator, so esports ready, place, yeah, okay.
Exactly. But I mean, let's talk about that though. I think, in my personal opinion, the culture around DPL, particularly in Upper League, I can't speak for Rivals because I don't interact with Rivals that much, but the culture of teams in Upper League seems to be incredibly friendly. They love the meme. They love, I have not seen. There's, of course, there's trash talk. Who doesn't like trash talk though? It's fun. But it's generally like, I'll say this again. I say it all the time. A lot of us are pretty decent friends. Like acquaintances or otherwise, but no beef or anything. Now, Fierce again. I think looking at that power, looking at it for free. Now, I'd actually worry about a member of Mazer on that conveyors as they want to take this red door coupled with a green door push and really forcing their way into power. But Dia is writing me a message. I'll come back to that when it's done. But this power will be extremely strong for Fierce. Zombie is cute coming out from Dia. Very, very nice of him. Give him a big heart there. But moving on from that, we do also see the Fierce Flower kind of coming out there in containment, really looking to push all these angles at once. I'm not so sure. And Pion at the end there. So nice to be included in the love a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's also because I was messaging Dia last night, telling him how cool it was to be able to cast them coming out as the underdog performance against BTG there and ending that with a stomp, a 7-1, I believe. So great friend Dia is. So
Fierce showed full strength yesterday, and they're definitely holding their ground versus Mesa here. But we'll see if it will be enough in the end, because as I said, Mesa took the first game. If they take the second one, this is all over. But right now it's tied, and Fierce has a tiny bit of an equipment advantage, I'd say. Not much, because Mesa did not bring much in that first round, but a little bit. a little bit. So yeah, they have the momentum here. They're moving on to Toxic, apparently. Well, they wanted to split, right? Yeah, it seems like that's still a plan. Adaxi and Dia moving north. Marble throwing smoke through the window. Def taking the shot here, not taking the hit. Not finding the hit. Smith wall banging, flags going out. They're moving through Toxic quite successfully. Not taking power though.
Oh, great molly.
Molotov, but Redexer gets the kill here on Def. Very important. That means the mob is down. Roadrunner taking some long range shots across factory. Now they took power.
Roadrunner takes out Marbles.
No, wow. Did he have the saber? I assume he had the saber.
Yeah, Marbles had saber.
Oh, that's huge. Now they're pushing to office. Will they pick up the mob? If they could pick up the mob. It's lying on the catwalk there. They're not falling back actually. Red Elixir is still outside. Clock is ticking. 50 seconds now. Red Elixir moving in. Oh, he wants to pick up the saber. Roadrunner is watching it, but he can pick it up from the side. Dire's moving out. Oh, they're taking the mob. They have two snipers now. Someone got eeped for a millisecond there. They have 2 snipers not moving in, but they have 40 seconds. They have 2 snipers, but only 40 seconds left. 35. Taking their time. They're taking their time. They're really scared from Roadrunner. Okay. But Roadrunner has to pull back. Red Elixir fired there. A few shots. Frag grenade going out. Wire. Entertainment. Radaya taking out Mace in office. 20 seconds though. They have to move now. They really have to move. Murder and Roadrunner both waiting in containment. Smith on the over there. Gets taken out by Adaxi. Now Adaxi and Stars are swinging in onto bomb. Murder took out Elixir though. Roadrunner swinging in. It's been taken out. Murder gets the kill. But time is ticking. Time is up. Oh, they have to bomb. Oh, this is so close.
I think they have it.
I think they have it.
They have it.
Really
I think so. Do they?
No.
Oh.
Oh. That was so close. Well played. They took their time, but they got it in the end. Oh, that was too close to come for comfort, but
that was so close.
It did not actually secure the mob. I guess it might be out of bullets. But I brought the saber back. So good on them. 3-2 for Fierce.
Yeah, great work there. And
going
Pion,
into round 6.
Pion, I would
don't
like
pronounce
to.
the German this time.
I want to point out something that you wrote in chat, and I didn't know this, so that's why I want to point it out. So the UAVs have names.
I mean, no, like I'm not sure if this is actually canon, but there were jokes about them being called Nat and Ed, and the three guns, like the turrets in Kildare, actually also had names. So what I can't remember those.
Okay, well we'll need to get
I don't
those.
think it's canon, but it's like
No, it's canon now.
This
It's canon now.
Yeah, UAVs are Nat and Ed, and I'll maybe Zach remembers the names for the turrets.
We'll have to check in with
actually,
Zach.
I mean, he might be the one who came up with them. Actually, I'm not sure. I think he was involved in that discussion, if I remember correctly.
Man, we'll have to get the get that information out of here. We'll have to know
Absolutely.
what's up. But now Mazer looking for a very strong hold of castle here. That triple barb in observation is going to be very powerful for them. Not only
triple barb. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So each entrance, but also because mainly what it is not only fighting from observation, taking these fights here, as well as maybe possibly swinging on this angle, but mainly is preventing this castle push. Lots of angles that you can fight this from, whether it's down low, up on these other portions, or even just from the catwalk itself, being peeked into. Having a double peek with your friend there is such a good plan. Now, Fierce looking like they really want to heavily rely on not taking observation. I think what they're wanting to do is take that western side of the map and then execute in the best way they can, because unlike some other maps, you actually have the castle button over here where the button is not
well.
Exactly. So if they go for a play, yeah, depending on how much Mazer wants to hold that, but you do have to hit the castle button before power, so it's a nice kind of sequence of 1, 2.
What I find interesting on this map, if you actually go green, you have to go all the way through jungle to actually get up there, because there's no ramp on the southern part of ruins. But they don't. They seems like they want to go through the northern door anyway. They're moving observation now.
We do see Mazer shooting out these windows.
Oh yeah, they're shooting out the cameras.
All of them, I think. Most of them.
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell from. It seems like that. Yeah, they got all of them. Seems like it. So no vision.
To really protect them and Roadrunner there.
Marbles kicks the door in jungle. Murder immediately swings around, but Marbles pulled back already with the saber here. They're fragged above wire. The second one. Molotov goes out. I think 2 Molotovs actually. So that's a lot of resources. They still have one though. Def has another one. Maze also has another one. Def is preparing it already. He throws it immediately, wasting a lot of their time. Daxi's outside, making calls, spotting them. Marbles is waiting in jungle. He's scared to move in. He smokes now, so I assume he's gonna make a move soon. Daxi's joining the others in observation. Molotovs are out, so they can now move. Flashbang. Yeah, nice flash into castle. Actually rushing into flight with another castle with another flash. But trading here. Oh, nice kills here from Roadrunner and Smith though. Bringing down Fierce to 2 members already. Marbles joins the Red Elixir observation here. Can they turn this around? This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be really rough. They have this locked down. Roadrunner and Murder and Pit, Mace and Smith in castle. Flash goes deep into castle. Smith is sitting grind. Oh, it gets a kill, double kill here, but they took it's 1 for 2 basically. And now Roadrunner rushed Marbles.
Roadrunner.
Wow, that was strong defense.
Dude, that's basically all of each team died right here in castle.
Yep, almost everyone. Yep.
Wow.
That was pretty crazy. That was a lot of kills in a very short time span as well.
Exactly, and we got a great look at what I was talking about with shooting out those windows from, I think it was Red Elixir's point of view that we saw there for a little bit, and how basically useless it makes observation for you from what the typical advantages are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a good call. Fierce didn't do that, and they could not hold them in observation, and Mazer here was absolutely able to stop them in their tracks there, and they could not secure it. I felt, however, that castle was the bigger hurdle. They tried to rush into castle. I was surprised by that. I would have expected them to take observation, control that, and then move into castle. What they did instead was like they rushed immediately into castle, and that did not work out for them at all, and they got shut down there. I'm not sure if the other plan would have worked better. I don't want to say that, but I was surprised by their play, and it didn't work out. So I wonder what other teams would have done in that position.
I was really surprised they didn't take that green door and red door ruins just from the power and objective control standpoint, in my opinion.
They also had it marked, so
yeah, I mean, they didn't really mark it. I didn't know if they were deciding which half of the map to really just like not care about, which is possibly what it could have been, but I mean, that's how it is. That you have to make decisions like that. Now, getting into Apollo and Justice here, this is a map we've had around for a little bit. Generally what we do see is we do have some teams who do try to get creative, going through Kitchen to take this very long route, but much more protected, kind of trying to avoid the player on this ramp, which I don't think Mazer will have. Now, we do see Fierce again splitting up. They love these split pushes. Careful of not only a member here, but they really want to take not only control of this lockers, but then push into this backstage. Because why is this hallway so important? Well, hallway is important for a few reasons. Because of wall bangs. Well, no, I was going to say because what hallway essentially allows you to do is push with your wall bangs, is essentially push everyone off of these main pieces of cover. You push even the stage basically becomes useless if you're wall banging from this north side, because there is no south side sandbags.
You
exactly.
Hide behind sandbags.
Yeah, and essentially you can, in typical Killhouse fashion, I'm going to keep talking as Fierce makes their momentum slow walk.
They learned from the best.
Exactly, and it'll be interesting to see what happens from here.
It's right now. It actually looks like they might. No, I guess some of them will swing around to Breezeway, but right now they're all setting up on the hallway door. Roadrunner, Def, Roadrunner and Def all watching that. Smith and Mace there for backup as well. Well, Roadrunner is watching it through the wall, but that's good enough. Red Elixir and Dire seem to move around to Breezeway. There goes the breach. Adaxi going in. Roadrunner taking some shots. No hit. Adaxi rushing through with his shotgun, clearing out hallway. The other two waiting outside. Dire is in lockers, so northern part of the map is secured for Fierce. Murder is waiting down there in hallway. Adaxi doesn't make the move. Swings back, opens the door. No damage done yet. Red Elixir is shooting through the wall, trying to find a Murder, but can't. Lots of wall banks. Nobody hits anything though. Nice Molotov.
Oh, great
some damage
molly.
there. Yep, some damage there, and they have to split up and pull back and wait for a better opportunity. More damage done. Def hits them hard here. Lots of bullets going out. And now they're moving in through the barbed wire, flashbangs. Dev moves back, falls back. Now wallbangs coming out from Fierce into Club. And you see Mazer immediately trying to rotate, get behind the sandbags, get behind cover. Adaxi and Murder, they're having a little dance in hallway. I don't know who wins that. Neck versus Shotgun. Shotgun wins. Adaxi takes hallway. And now he's able to wallbang with the shotgun into Club. And he's about to move and come in from behind through Brick House. Now he's going back to wallbang. Oh, he picks up the Nag. Nice. They're running out of time though. But Adaxi gets the kill on Dev through the wall. Well played. Yalpus moving into stage. Getting gunned down though by
Roadrunner.
Coming in. 17 seconds. Adaxi versus Roadrunner. Can he take this? He picks up with a KR and gets over the defuse. He doesn't know where Roadrunner is, I believe. Roadrunner is behind the bar. Can he take him? And he now shoots. Peeks out. Bomb at 40. Adaxi taking the shots 50%. He shoots back. Roadrunner's peeking out.
No time. No time.
Time is up. Roadrunner gets the kill. Oh, that was
the fight of a lifetime. Oh man,
what a 1v1. Roadrunner picking up the clacker and the auto shotgun.
Oh, that's not,
they're all got down on stage. That was so unfortunate. Adaxi almost single-handedly winning that round.
And a TK coming out from Fierce there, I think, is really what shifted that. I mean, but that happens. But
yeah, if you're pushing together like that, it just it happens. You have to, yeah, that's it. Like the advantage of pushing together is you have a lot of guns shooting at the same targets or like controlling multiple angles at once. But it's also really easy to just shoot each other because you're moving into each other's line of sights. So
exactly
happens to the best apparently.
It happens to everyone. I mean, that's just something that's hard to avoid because how can you not want to engage the targets that are shooting at you? Particularly, the problem is what I find is most often is that certain people want to swing farther than others. It's much less that and much more of just a coordination thing. Three of us are standing in front of each other. We know there's a molly somewhere on stage. I don't know where I go, so I'm going to go left. And my friend is already swung very hard and is just posted up on one of them. But that's what happens. Now, Broken Saber. Great map. And why this map? Yeah, great name. But this red door, we did see Six-Sided actually get it was a week 6 match, I believe, of Slaughterhouse versus SPG, where the number of aces in DPL immediately doubled because 2 happened in the same game, and this is one where Six-Sided got an ace against Slaughterhouse. Now, what makes this map so interesting is this red door and a teller, which is not something I think we have seen. Again, I've seen it only, I think, on 2 or 3 maps. It's very rare and very interesting. Now, keeping that in mind, I think Mazer here, as they're drawing out, is really expecting an arcade push, but that is not what is coming. Fierce going old-fashioned with it, going with the wall charge. Now, that could be dangerous, given the fact that Fierce has lost that one clacker and given that over to Mazer.
I feel like wall charges into Storefront.
Okay, I'm sorry. Death is playing Dance Dance Revolution for me. Look at that.
Nice.
He's doing that. That's
a high score. That's absolutely a high score. We see it in first person as well. Nice.
that's a local high score. That's amazing. Someone turns off the power, unfortunately, ruining his good time. But
3 shotguns. 3 shotguns. The neck and the auto shotgun. That's 4 shotguns actually. on Mazer's side. They're at 4-3. Let's see if Mazer Fierce can bring it back. Wall charge goes out. Flare goes out. They have like power is on, like defenders took power, so they think it's in their advantage. They're trying to get Roadrunner out of color here, but Maze is swinging out. Gets dire, but this being taken by Umberto now. Dev is rushing into stuff from trades against Stars. Well, Red Elixir gets the kill. No, he gets the Red Elixir actually, but Stars gets the kill on him. So it's 3-3. Power's back on. Smith turned it on again. Roadrunner intel with the auto shotgun, just waiting for his opportunity to swing out. He does. Comes with the kill. Swings back. Adax is trying to shoot in through the hole. He's falling back. He has a clacker, interestingly enough, but didn't do him much. Didn't do much good. Adax rushed into
a murder.
Get the kill here. Marbles flashed him out. Finds him. Gets the kill. Roadrunner is being taken. Want to rush into Freezer, but Stars takes it. And Smith still waiting in arcade. There's the green door. He can swing around. He can come in. He does. With the shotgun, can he get the kill? There's still plenty of time. 2v1. Storm looking good for Smith. He's running back forth, gets 1 kill. But Stars secures the round. Tying the game again. 4-4.
4-4.
We had that in the first game as well. 4-4 moved to 5-5, and then Mazer took 2 rounds. We'll see if that happens again.
We shall see. I mean, that is just some great gameplay coming out from
He secures the clacker. That's important because they lost one on the first round.
Very important. Now they're looking to see what they can shop for. He's keeping the Black Tar. Not too sure he'll pick up anything else. Black Tar is very strong on attack right now, so
Yeah, it's decent, definitely.
I think it's
Yeah.
better than decent. I think in some cases it's actually
Yeah,
favored over
it's-
the AP.
Yeah, it's absolutely strong. Oh, he trades it for a knack. Ooh, interesting choice. I like
But did
it.
he have
Very
time to pick up
ballsy.
the ammo?
That's a good
That's
question. I
the big
didn't look at
question.
the. I assume I had first person, but I didn't saw it.
Well,
Um,
it's also interesting because technically, since you're still alive for a little bit, if you spam F to pick up stuff,
really,
you can
you can
still
still pick it up.
occasionally grab a few things. Yeah, if you just
Oh,
keep
interesting. I didn't know
smashing
that.
it. Yeah, it's a little known mechanic that I'm not sure if it still is a thing, but it does come through every once in a while. It comes through little clutch. I normally use it when I'm trying to frantically pick up mop bullets at the end of a round. Then I just keep
Yeah,
spamming it until we load into the next map.
that's a good thing to know. I didn't know that. TIL. We're going into Phalanx Shield.
Failing shield.
Interesting.
No, I gotta say,
Yeah, Phalanx. I'm so sorry.
no, hey, it's not your fault. I'm just saying that I
Well, it
this
is.
this double doozy right here is kind of interesting because
Yeah,
I have seen some factory maps that get a little sus with the placement of
it's
these.
it's called
So
silos.
it's
Not silos.
silos.
Smokestacks. No, that's smokestacks.
That's smokestacks. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
there's
you
a
go to map view, you see the stacks actually.
yeah to take phalanx and make it phallic. There's a few maps that have a little sus. Now, anyway,
Oh, you think
now
it's
no, there are a few maps where genuinely that's the first thing I know, and it's not just me. Where it's like, oh, okay, it's like it's so it's the first thing you see. Now I think actually what we're gonna see here is I think Fierce has double door charge possibly. I'm not entirely sure, but they have kind of drawn it on. No, I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, decide for the round here because I wonder if they're gonna take it and then here on spoiler, just to tease that power play. I'm not entirely sure. They are going for that power though. I do see MVGs and of course the saber coming out. That will be detrimental, but what they're really attempting to do is two wide open doors.
Oh wait, was that dome run? Was it the last quarter actually?
I think
What about the? I might be miscounting. They might have two dodges. Well, we will see now.
I only see
on the
one.
deck tree.
I only
Yeah,
see one.
only have one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it was just a
they're
fake out.
Yeah, they're faking servers, and now all move to smokestacks. Well, three of them. While Stars and Dire are moving storage. The defenders are sitting. Well, Smith is watching storage. The others are all sitting smokestacks. It's gonna be a hard push into there. It's boiler actually. Apparently, the room is called boiler. There goes the door charge. Molotov's out. Daxi's. What is he shooting? The windows? No, there are no windows there. I'm not sure what he was shooting at. Stars and Dire waiting patiently outside. The others are sitting south. Mesa rotates a lot to get better angles, long range angles on boiler. Or Murder and Smith now taking some shots on Storage while Dire is moving in. Stars. Dire's deep. Stars is holding back. Dire's getting on the stairs, but there are two people in the office. This might be tricky. Smith sitting there with the Gruber. I don't know. They still have flash. They can. I mean, if they flash him out, it's close quarters. Might work. Death with the mob there, very short. I guess he's not. You know, he is actually on the mob, not on the secondary. He's waiting for someone to kick that door. They don't have a shotgun, so okay, they smoke it. Oh, that was not a flash.
Oh,
That was a smoke.
Death gets close there.
He's waiting. He's waiting for the kick.
Oh, Death!
Nice! Well played. And whoa, Smith takes out the other one. Well, Roadrunner gets the kill down there, and Mace as well. That's four.
Clean sweep from
Four
Mazer.
Maze members killing four Fierce members. One, they separate. They split out those kills very nicely. And now it's down to Marbles with the saber. And it's been taken up. That was
Death. Death
should have
too
given that one
clean.
to a Murder.
Yeah, get that teammates, but unfortunately, Death is just too good with those snipers.
Too greedy. Is
Now,
what he is.
But Death on those snipers is nasty. Particularly that early kill on the Diagra when he kicked the door in the smoke.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was not nice.
I wonder why they did not flash the door from the outside. Because that's a thing, right? You can flash this door
Yeah,
while it's still closed.
you can do that, but I think generally there what you're expecting is on factory. you're expecting longer range weapons, and even like a Gruber or something is still going to give you enough TDK to hopefully try and get some shots in on them. But
Hmm.
in the smoke, I'm sure they were assuming they were too focused on that red door in the south. But unfortunately, not enough pressure was going on to it, I don't think, for Mazer
Yeah.
to really care about it at that point. And that's really what I think was the downfall there, because Death, that opening kill, Death just opening these games up for Mazer right now as well.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Apollo
We're
Injustice as we
injustice.
get in here. Mazer definitely feeling themselves with a 5-4. I think Death is making a snowman.
Nice.
It's a very
That's a
happy
throwback
snowman.
to the winter update, I guess.
The winter update was a lot of fun. That was a great time. I'm gonna give him a little top hat here. It's a little off kilter, but that's my spam curse lit to make.
Well,
Oh, that's a throwback. That's a throwback. You
that's a
know,
throwback. Yeah.
I got timed out for 4,000 seconds in the
Mhm.
Twitch chat last week. That was a good time.
Mhm. Yeah, that was a
Um,
great time.
the memers Mazer are, and again, I referenced it
Do you
real.
feel, do you feel confident right now?
Mace,
Let's not do that.
yeah, Mace decided halfway through not to say anything. But
Mhm.
I did mention this briefly before on Fierce's take of this map, but looks like Mazer is actually going to want to go through that kitchen and then push out into the western side of the map, because what kitchen does, it gives you generally a very safe take. You get to clear out this ramp that can be very problematic, and then push down into Brick House, which it looks like two members of Fierce will be there to try and stop that. I don't know if they'll be able to. The Daxian Marbles, though, even Red Elixir, pardon me, has been doing great work. Now, I hope Red Elixir is going to do something funky with this barb, because actually, with certain doors like this you see in hallway, if you barb sideways, you essentially get both doors barbed for the value of one.
Yeah.
Don't think
So,
that's happening though.
no, it doesn't look like it. Seems like they're breaching kitchen here. Will they all go there, or do they split up? Mason definitely looking like they're going grease right. Whoop. Red Elixir taking some shots through the doors here, or walls. But Mazer is moving in. Red Elixir falling back in Brick House. Mazer setting up their attack plan here. All coupled together, all grouped together here in hallway. I mean, they have hallway control now, but they can get wallbang there hard. You will see. They're opening the door into Brick House, and now Red Elixir has to make a decision. He's falling. Falling back. Mal was taking some shots there, long range, I believe, but it doesn't hit. Lighting up Brick House, and now all Fierce members sitting in Cloud. Wallbang's going out, lots of damage, but also on their side a little bit. We'll see. Opening the next door, and now probably. Oh, they don't have two flashes left and a frag. Is that
Daya taking those peaks very slow with the head.
A Daxi setting up a rotate. Oh, Daya getting the kill. Hold goes out.
On bomb.
Torn down. Marbles gets the kill, but gets traded off by Roadrunner here. Daya swinging around, taking him out. And actually coming in from behind, taking out the murder. It's down to Smith, and he takes it. Nice round, well played. We're back to a 5-5. Will we get the deja vu? Will Mason take this match by winning the next two rounds?
A Daxi with a clacker and a grenade. That's not good.
That's huge. That's huge. That could be bad for Mazer.
Oh no, that's not good. You are not happy if you're Mazer right now. That's very dangerous.
Absolutely.
Wow,
That was really well played though from Fierce, I have to say. The Molotov was timed perfectly. They had to split up. Two of them running in, Rest standing in Brick House, and then a Daxi swinging around from behind. That was beautiful to see.
Perfectly timed as well. I mean, just incredible. Now, 5-5.
5-5.
Who will take it? Now,
So
if they
just
tie here, yes.
Yeah, exactly. If they tie, we go to game 3. If Fierce wins, we also go to game 3. If they tie, Fierce has to win game 3. If Fierce wins this one, they have to tie to get in overtime, I guess. Well, both would be overtime. But if Mazer wins the next 2 rounds, this match is over, and Mazer are the champions.
Exactly. Now,
if Fierce wins or ties, this could go on for way longer.
yeah, we could possibly go on for another best of 3 then if they win this one. But
yeah, will we get a bracket reset?
Will be really interesting to see, because I think Fierce might be setting up for another opening of Tellers, which will be very dangerous if Mazer's not expecting it. Now they're debating. I think they're going to go for an old-fashioned through the double door, get you a larger entrance, and then take out
Mhm.
these things from afar. We're really relying on Death on that Saber. And I mean, why wouldn't you? Death has been so clean on the Saber last game and this game.
Yeah, absolutely. He makes like his name is really fitting. So we'll see if it works out for them again. Yeah, as you said, they're going for the storefront push here, similar to how Fierce did it. We'll see if they can pull it off better. I think Fierce. No, wait, actually, Fierce succeeded at it, right? Yeah, they did.
Fierce succeeded at this, and it
Yep.
came down to a 2v2, I believe. It was very close.
Huey
for a
won
while.
in the end, but
Yeah,
yeah,
very
Smith rushing
close.
into Freezer there, actually getting a kill. So it was very close in the end. But we'll see if Mazer can do the same or even better, or if Fierce can actually secure the tie here. If Fierce actually wins this round, we're going to overtime. Guaranteed. Not going overtime. We're going to game 3, guaranteed. So
And Daxi's spamming that clacker like no tomorrow.
he is, but they're not going. Okay, they're going storefront. There we go. So Daxi starts rotating because he has a frag. He wants to land that one. They're staying far away. I think they know they have a frag. They don't want to get fragged there at all. Taking a lot of distance. And Daxi's waiting though. He's waiting for them to push in. They're taking some shots on Dyer behind bomb. Not hitting. Dyer's waiting. Stars is still waiting in chat for it.
Oh!
Raining death on a Daxi here. That's
Before
the
he
frag
gets to
down.
throw the frag, yeah.
If nobody can pick it up, Dyer gets the kill while they push in here on Smith though. And Red Elixir is shooting them from the cave. Oh, Roadrunner clearing out Teller and Bathroom. Mace is on bomb. Red Elixir, goes down, but he got a kill. It's 1v3 now. Not looking good for Stars. He
Now
wallbangs
Stars
Mace
wallbanging
with the
bomb.
knack. It's not enough though. 50%. Can he find the kill before he defuses? 80%? No, it doesn't look like it.
None of them have clacker.
Oh.
They need to pick up that clacker.
Oh. You might be right. Yeah, Stars finds the kill.
They
there,
need that
actually.
clacker. They need that clacker. Where are they? They're looking for
Oh,
it. And
Mace
they
got
find
it. Mace got it.
Oh, they
can
lose
Mace-
Saber.
Can Mace get it
Run
out?
away, Mace.
Can he? Oh god, there's wait,
Stars
there's another
gets the
clacker.
back. Yeah.
He picks up the saber as well. That's gonna be the battle of the clackers. Oh,
Oh no.
this game. Like, okay. Again, 6-5 for Mazer. If Mazer takes this, they're the champions. This is match point for Mazer.
If they tie, they go to game
Yeah.
3, and they only need 6 rounds to become the champion.
Exactly. So if Fierce wants to become champion, they have to tie. So they have to win this round, and then they have to win the next round and win the overtime, and the next game and the overtime, and then they have to go to the second match, and they have to win another best of 3. So, Fierce definitely not in an amazing position here, but all doable if they win this round. If they win this round, it's everybody's game again. Well,
Absolutely.
I guess still in the favor of Mazer, but
Now, this will be very, very precarious for Mazer because we have to remember Death lost that Saber, and that has been such a closer for any of Mazer's rounds. And as we see it, Mazer
again
possibly
it was the opening kill on last round, right? He got the
It
kill
was.
there on a Daxi, very important kill because of the frag.
Yeah, because of the frag, sat him down before he could even throw it. And now they were able to recover the frag and the clacker, which really makes this round a lot easier for them instead of going hunting for Stars at the end there. But can they do it? I think Mace is bringing out the KR again, which he's found a lot of success with.
I wonder
we're
if
seeing a lot-
Stars secured the other clacker, right? I wonder if they can.
Yeah, they did, and I
would be
think that's really
amazing.
what Fierce is wanting to be careful of. They're going to have a member of their team sitting here as well as one playing off rotate anti-flash. Very smart call, but because flashes go through wall, they may actually have to sit behind conveyors if they really want to play that anti-flash.
Depends on where the flash lands. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we do see the barb calls from Mazer are actually incorrect. Fierce going with very aggressive barbs, going in servers directly here, and having one really playing this angle hard despite the flash. I'm assuming we're going to see a split push from Mazer, probably 2 and 3 up here, 3 going through that green door as they make their way towards their charges. And I was wrong. It is 3 down towards the bottom.
Looks well. They're still changing things up. No, yeah.
Murda takes no damage from that clacker.
Okay, well, good try. Both, well, there's some damage being taken on both sides now. Some shots exchanged. We'll see if they can move in here. Daxi's waiting with the Molotov. Flash goes out. He doesn't throw the Molotov yet. Oh, that was a frag, actually. Roadrunner comes in. Molotov cuts him off. Killed him! Wow, that's a huge start for Fierce. No, they're falling back. Dyer taking some shots. Smith and Dev are trying to move in from north, throwing a flag, destroying the barbed wire there, but there's another one. Adaxi's watching it. Can Adaxi stop them? Oh, there's a deep flash. They're trying to move in. Another smoke and another flash. Dev pushed Adaxi. He runs away into the smoke. The others are pushing in to serve it, getting power here. Murder and Mace picking up kills.
It's close. 3v4.
That puts Fierce in a bad position, but Stars with the saber on the boiler. So he might be. Adaxi going down to Dev. Marbles sitting with the mob in office, waiting for them to push there, but they don't come. Stars can find the kill on a murder, but is that enough? Is that enough? They're on bomb now. Marbles and Stars both in the same spot, a little dangerous. The flare goes out, so Marbles can see something as well. They're sitting in bomb. Mace and Smith are watching it. Smith close angle, Mace long angle. They're drawing on the floor. Marbles takes the shot, doesn't hit. Molotov misses.
Adaxi actually using the
Stars gets a kill.
Using the map drawing, yeah. He's using the map drawing to try and light up Death actually for his teammates.
Yeah. Yep. Bombay 70 now. Have to make a move. I think Stars missed a shot. Miles gets the kill. No. Stars is super low. It's 1v2. Smith is mollied off. He's also in time pressure now. 25 seconds. It's not too bad. But he has to 1v2 them somehow. He gets Marbles.
He has the time to take the point. He gets it!
Champion!
Mazer are the DPL Season 2 champions!
Wow!
Smith!
Congratulations! Oh! Smith with the clutch! 1v2! Wow, that was ridiculous.
Close games, both 7-5. Oh, man.
I was convinced we're going game 3.
Oh, no!
What a set of games here. That was incredible. Oh, I'm sad it's over already, honestly. I want to see more of this, but that was well deserved. Mazer,
I mean, it's, oh my god, the 2v1 clutch in the dark, and then also winning that fight against the Saber, the 1v1 against the Saber with an AP. Just wow, you have to be just jumping out of your chair if you're Smith right now.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that took power, knowing that Stars has the Saber, but that was crazy.
Man,
that was absolutely crazy. Well, congratulations again to Mazer. Absolutely. We'll do an interview soon. I'm not sure if they're ready already yet.
I'm not sure. But I got something.
Yeah, go ahead.
For the first thing, I have something that I have had this sitting on my desk for a few weeks. It is Aimer over Brainer, and we already know the answer to that. Aimers win. The debate is done. It's been settled.
You got it. GG. Holy moly. Well,
man.
While we wait for the interview, let's talk to our special guest again. Zach, you're here?
Yes, I am.
Well, what do you think?
I mean, once again, I think power came into play a lot, but man, what a good set of games. Both of these teams battled to the last nail on the ledge, right? Like both teams played so well. Congratulations to Mazer for the win, but big shout out to Fierce for putting up a really strong fight today. So that was it was pretty awesome and entertaining to watch.
Absolutely. That was fantastic.
Now, that was an incredible finals to watch. I mean, Mazer going undefeated the entire DPL season, but asking the real question. So we talked about the drone names, Ned and Ed. Can you confirm that?
I mean, I always had a thought that the drones were Ed, and the truck is Eddie, just because I love that TV show. But Ned and Ed is fine.
Yeah,
that
great
works.
TV show. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. Really great TV show.
That works. Okay.
Now, Zach, I think we have to go to our other special guest. I think we're going to be doing an interview here very soon with Smith from Team Mazer, the now DPL Season 2 champion. So,
definitely.
Yeah,
Revenant, your interview underway.
Revenant, if you're ready, take it over.
I am ready. How is everyone doing? That was an amazing display today by Mazer and Fierce. A lot of really cool rounds there. I'm here to welcome Smith, the captain here for Team Mazer. Smith, why don't you say hello to everyone, and I'll give you the podium. Say whatever you want. about your win.
How's it going, everybody? Hard fought battle, that's for sure. They are a good team.
There were a lot of really interesting rounds there where I could not tell which way it was going, and there were also a lot of rounds there where it was definitely a very clear cut and very efficient attack or defense on both ends. The debate today has been the aimer versus brainer debate. I think Zombie has made the claim already that this is an aimer battle, but we had the first person spectate today, and we got to just see how well you guys were aiming. And there were a couple moments in there where we didn't quite see the aim that we expected from the aimer team Mazer. Are you guys up to the task of defending your title with first person view, now being able to confirm or deny the aimer case?
That's blasphemy. Yeah, I mean the debacle with aimers versus brainers is, I mean, the game at the end of the day is a point and click shooter, but there's a lot of planning that goes into it, and I think that's one of the things that nobody really notices because we don't draw on the map that much. In all honesty, we just talk verbally about what to watch and what to push and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a first person shooter that has strategic capabilities within it, so it was a good game.
One thing I noticed is that a lot of the time in the community, you guys talk as if it's all aim, but obviously the game, you wouldn't find a single victory if there wasn't some level of planning, and your level of coordination today really shows that, I feel. Is there anything you want to talk about in terms of, or tips you could give for people who are maybe they're really good at aiming, but you want to help them a little bit with the coordination and planning aspects of the game? Do you have any comments about that for other players?
I mean, it's a 5-person game. One person can have a big impact, but obviously you need all to play cohesively. So, I mean, a tip would just be to get your teammates involved, communicate a lot more. Obviously, now with the nonverbal communication within the game, it's easier. But yeah, just get your teammates involved and communicate as best as you can. That's one thing that our team does really well. Is we're always talking, small talk even in between rounds. If a round doesn't go your way, you just talk about it right away and move on to the next.
Right on. Do you remember in round 8, you might not remember, but you were in the vault, I believe, and you threw a Molotov from the vault. And in this round, you had an auto shotgun, as you often do. Were you aware of where Adaxi was when you threw that Molotov?
I don't know, did I kill him?
No, the Molotov landed on his tippy toes. It was like an inch away, and he was trapped in the corner. I just wondered if you had any insight on that round, or if you were like shocked that the Molotov didn't land. I was just curious if you knew where he was in that round, because it was a nail biter of a round to watch for sure.
No, I didn't. I had no idea. All I heard was a barbed wire getting crossed. I thought it was the one at the vault, and so I tried to position myself to get the Molotov off. If there's one thing that our team tries to do is use our utility that we take with us, because there's nothing worse than I know you guys probably saw in the kill house there. I lost a nade. There's nothing worse than losing a nade or a Molotov when you can use it to slow a push down.
That's right. I think it was the next round actually on Factory, there was an absolute annihilation of your team actually by Fierce. Do you have any like things to comment on that? That was a Factory round where I think 4 of you, save you, Smith, all died instantaneously across the board on every corner of the map, and that was a really thrilling round to watch because Fierce's coordination there just about won them the round. What were your comms like at that moment? How chaotic was that?
I mean, credit to Fierce, they're a very coordinated team. Definitely, they, Addicts and Marbles together, they come up with some really great plans. In that situation, it was just move on to the next one, pretty much. When you're not playing together in a team-based game, good teams are going to punish you for it, and that's what happened on that one. So it was mostly just, all right, let's move on to the next one. Forget about this one. It was just kind of a wash.
Are we going to see any major changes to Mazer in the future for season 3 that you might want to talk about now, or are you keeping that under wraps?
Sounds like you're trying to bait stuff out of me here. I guess we'll see in the future. For right now, we're not planning on releasing or leaving our core team. We're obviously going to look to new subs for the next season, but no, the team will be sticking together. These are a great group of guys. We put a lot of time in. Death has been nonstop grinding with the mop and the saber. Mace had to kind of switch his role up from the team sniper to a more rifler role. Omerta, our bomb carrier, whether he gets blown up by a charge or not, it's kind of a 50-50 toss up, but he's kind of the glue that holds us together.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then
I'm
Road,
actually
obviously.
curious. Pardon me. I'm curious about Mace in this case because I think a few times now on Dome you've actually had him playing outside on the windows. What's the decision-making process for how you guys play Dome? Because every team right now is coming up with a different method to approach it. It's a new map. The meta's not quite clear yet, but maybe it is to you guys. What are your thoughts on Dome?
I mean, we hated Dome at first, and then we kind of just like forced ourselves to play it a lot. And I mean, I think Dome is great. It adds a lot of verticality to the game, which I definitely think is needed versus just a one plane like kill house or whatever. But yeah, having Mace go outside, honestly, with Mace, he just kind of does what he wants. And sometimes it works out. If it doesn't, then Omerta usually gets on his case about it with playing with the team. But in that situation, we told him Mace called it out. We said that might work, and it ended up working.
That was really interesting to watch. It definitely felt like a shakeup to how things have historically been with you guys.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, actually, in the last round there, do you mind walking us through the clutch that won the championship? Do you want to talk a little, run us through that round a little bit? Get some insight
so so when we decided to do a 3-2 split, and when I ran past the green window, I saw somebody holding the barbed wire, and so Carter was trying to bait out the shot with a mop. We figured when our red players kind of got mowed down, we were able to take out a couple of them there, and then when it was a 3v2 and ended up going to a 3v1, Death was able to pretty much tick off 60% of the bomb, and he popped up and headshot one of them. He called out that he headshot with the black tar, and so at that moment, after they threw their molly, I knew that they had Saber and Mop left, and one of them was probably pretty weak with a black tar headshot. So I just kind of wide swung it and caught one off guard, and then I just decided to challenge for the second to finish it.
Well, it was an impressive display all around. I don't want to take any more of your time. I'm sure you want to celebrate your win. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much for playing. Take care, Smith. That's Revenant and Smith. I'll be seeing you guys later. Enjoy the show. I'll hand it back to the casters now.
Thank you very much for that great interview. And I'm still pretty wordless. Like that was speechless. That was a great match.
I think it was a great match. I think actually there's some amazing things, but also I mean Mazer undefeated entirety of season 2. I do kind of want to throw it over to if we could take a look at how they got to finals. If we could see the final bracket, perhaps that would be a great thing to take a look at in this instant. Yeah. I mean, just look at that. They didn't drop a single thing, not even going to a bracket reset. Stomping out Fogel, stomping out BT. They fought every single team in finals. There was not a contender that they did not have to face off with.
Definitely showing the dominance, yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah. Zach, you're still here, right? So
I am.
I wanna like, did you watch? I assume you watched the how it did go down the last showdown, the last few seconds of the last match on the stream. I felt like the first person spectator was great to watch there. What do you think?
Absolutely. It was good. It was so interesting to get a ground's eye view. I mean, over the time which we've been watching and casting this game, a lot of time it's just been from the overhead. So to actually get to see what the players are seeing, I think is actually really, really fun. Just walking through those last couple of seconds in there was, I mean, the first molly that went out was a little bit short, and it was I think that was kind of one of the things that if that molly would have gotten thrown just a little bit further, that could have changed the outcome. The timer was so low that if they couldn't have actually gotten to defuse the bomb, to where it was, that could have been a huge difference, right? Smith would have had to have committed to the bomb instead of the challenge. But it just so happened that it was just like, I think that one errant molly was just not quite placed correctly when I was kind of reviewing what happened right at the end, right? So, but really well played, some really good snipes, and then just being able to challenge in those last two players was just the key. So,
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, congratulations again to Mazer for being the season 2 champion of the Due Process Lake. And speaking of, there will be a season 3 eventually. We don't have a date yet, but there will be one.
Soon TM.
And yeah, soon TM. And the big question is who will play in that season. And I mean, we will see. We still need most of the teams back, but next weekend we will have relegation matches because some of those teams will have to defend their slot. So Hyper disbanded, so they will be dropping out, and they will be replaced by the top rivals team, which is Rise. So Rise makes it into DPL season 3. And then we'll have the second place and the third place rivals team fighting it out versus the sixth and seventh team DPL.
That I believe is Momentum versus Gnomes,
Momentum
I
versus
believe.
Gnome. Yeah, exactly.
Momentum versus Gnomes, and then
Saturday.
I will be casting SPG versus Rats the following.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. It's Gnome versus Momentum on Saturday, 2 p.m. EST, and Rats versus SPG on Sunday, the 7th, 2 p.m. EST. So both will be best of threes, and whoever wins that best of 3 plays DPL season 3, and the other drops down to rivals. So very, very important match. And after that, we'll go to the off-season break. We'll probably do something in the off-season, and then we'll be back eventually. We'll be back eventually with season 3. I cannot wait. It looks like we might get another interview here, actually, with one of Fierce members. I believe Adaxi. We're not quite ready for that yet, though. So we'll be there in a second. So don't go away yet. So yeah.
Yeah, I will say that. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I am excited to see these relegation matches to see who's going to step up and who's stepping down in terms of like new. Not only do we get new blood into the DPL through the rivals system, so it's very exciting. I'm excited to watch those games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw a lot of talent in the Rivals League, and I'm glad to welcome any Rivals team in DPL, even though it would be a hard time to say goodbye to some of the DPL teams right now. Well, no, goodbye. They can still play in Rivals.
We don't know that.
So...
We don't know that yet. The only one for sure right now is Rise Academy.
Yeah.
Or no, Rise and Rise Academy. Those two rosters, Rise will be coming in, which they've been performing very strong in Rivals, and definitely want to be showing off their potential might in Upper League. So.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, don't miss that out. Next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, relegation matches.
And I think we're gonna throw it to the interview real soon. So
yeah, hand it over, Revenant.
Sure thing. Welcome everyone. I'm going to be bringing on Adaxi right now, and we're going to be talking about that game that just happened, as well as some of the history that Adaxi has had in this community. I want to ask you, Adaxi. Well, I want to say first of all, thank you so much for playing as well as you guys did. It's a really exciting match to watch. I want to ask you right away, like, what was your takeaway from coming into this, having played Mazer in week 6? What was the idea you had going into this game? How were you planning to win? Because last time I believe you had lost that game. So
yeah, what did you learn? We did have a core roster change right before that DPL match with Mazer, so I feel like for this one, we were definitely more prepared to show our actual skill cap here, and I'm happy with what my team did. We prepared the best we could, and I mean, with season 3 coming up, we're gonna have a lot more chances at this.
That's great. Obviously, the hot topic was the Aimer versus Brainer debate, but I don't think that question is. I think it's been settled at this point. I'm sure you have your own opinions on that.
I'll give it to you this season.
Are there any major changes coming to your roster that you want to talk about already, or should we wait?
Actually, yes. So right now we have a 6-man roster. It's me, Dia, Stars, Kai, Red Elixir, and Marbles. We're gonna be bringing on Feral, who played Siege for Team Secret, and we're gonna be bringing on Gravy, who played for Fluff in season 1. So I'm actually gonna be adding them once we wrap this up here, and we're gonna be getting a lot of training in. We're gonna learn a lot of communication things we can fix with Feral and his experience, and we're gonna learn to raise that skill cap of the aim side of our team with Gravy and some past experience there. So we're just kind of trying to all around, increase the skill cap.
That's going to be really cool to watch. Can I pick your brain on game 2? There was a factory round, I think it was round 2, where you had managed to clutch by sprinting through a Molotov. Do you mind running through that round, just talking about your perspective of that clutch?
What it was is I knew Mazer had been playing cheeky corners in the first game. So personally, I went to check under office. I get that kill, and I think it was Mace, or no, Mace is the guy on bomb. I killed the guy under office, and then it was a 2v1, me and Stars versus the guy defending bomb. I'm wrapping around the backside of containers while Stars is trying to bait out bomb pressure, and unluckily Stars got taken out there. But I knew that Stars, he's my teammate, I can trust him. He definitely got some damage off on that player, so I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do what they do. I'm gonna play aggro. I'm gonna go straight through the molly, and I'm gonna stomp him.
That was a thrilling round to watch. I actually didn't realize at the moment that you had pushed up with a shorty. I believe that was the super shotgun, was it not?
Yes, yeah, it was the super
That
shotgun.
was, and in that patch, that's a hard weapon to make that kill happen. So well done.
Thank you. I couldn't do it without Stars there. He did a lot of help with me.
I actually asked Smith about this round as well. I thought the most interesting round on your part was the round in round 9 of game 1, where you guys had taken out every single defender except for Smith in almost the same second. It was like a 2-second window where everyone got shut down. What was the strategy going into that factory round, and how did you guys manage to do that?
Well, this is kind of just a general thing with factory, and this is also advice to new players. You can't really walk on factory because it's too far to not give away position. So just having really hard pressure where you're gonna push, it can bait out mollies, it can bait out barbs, it can bait out a lot of utility, and that just makes it a lot easier to take fights, I feel. So I think that was just really good coordination on our part. Granted, we lost some of our gunfights this game, but I know for a fact the coordination was there.
Now, you're going to have to forgive me. I don't remember the exact round this is. And if you don't mind me asking, what went wrong on your Killhouse Vault round in which your team was not able to rotate into the bomb in time and left the door in the vault open?
Okay.
I believe learning from failure is important. So if you don't mind talking to us a little bit about
we talked about that, like after the first game, we just talked about that. A lot of that came down to timing because we meant to close vault. Like we discussed it in the pre-round, we were gonna close vault once they came into backstage because we had 2 people on site, right? But we just didn't call it mid-round. We only called it before the round. So that was kind of lost in the chaos of comms, taking those gunfights. And I feel like that's something we can definitely clear up. And like I mentioned, that's something we're going to fix with our communication, bringing on Feral.
That's really exciting to see. Are there any last words you want to give or any comments you want to make about Mazer, especially things you want to say to the enemy team?
Honestly, I just want to say congratulations to Mazer. Like, I know there is a little bit of tension between the 2 teams. But I'm glad to be, I'm glad my team is able to contest with them, and I can't wait to see what comes in the future seasons. I have to give them a congratulations for this.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much, Adaxi, and thank you to everyone in this community. This community is great. Thank you for being the amazing players that you guys are. And I'll wrap it up there. Thanks again, Adaxi. Thanks, everyone.
Revenant.
Take care, guys.
Thanks again, Revenant, for this great interview, and thanks, Adaxi, and congratulations, because you're you lost today, but you're still number 2 team, so that's still a big achievement, I feel. And
still second place right now in DPL, so
yeah, that's amazing. That's a really good achievement, I'd say, and I definitely played very well today, even though it did not turn out in their favor, but it was very close. So
very close.
Yeah, well, we're coming to an end here. Zach, do you have any closing thoughts for us?
No, once again, just big congratulations to all the players and the fact that man, they put on a really entertaining show for us today, and that was just really, really fun. Let's just put it there, right? Like you can, in terms of competitive nature, right? Both teams are probably really wanted to win, but man, it was just a lot of fun. So I'm glad that we have this community. And I'm glad we have such high caliber players that I mean, even in a loss or a win, they're gracious enough to just have a good game, and that means like the world to the DPL community.
Couldn't have said it better. Anything from you, Zombie?
Nothing from me. I think I've made my case. I've memed it up enough. I think I'll pass it over to you, Pion. I'm good. That was a great game.
Fair enough. Well, Revenant said it already. Zach said it as well, but I have to repeat it as well. Thanks to the community for making this happen. This is DPL exists from like the pre-alpha season, just because the teams actually put in the effort to play and like meet up every week and play their games and come together, train and try hard, and it's a lot of fun to watch. But there's also another side. I want to thank you all, the ones who are involved on the other side, on DPL, the DPL staff, the DPL helpers. There are a lot of helping hands, a lot of them very invisible to most people. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the closed curtains, or not really closed curtains, but in the not so visible places. A lot of stuff in organization and stat keeping, production, casters, everything, everywhere, social media. Like there's so much people do. It's amazing. Moderation. I try to not forget anyone. I probably forgot someone. I'm sorry. Like this, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's involved with this. It's been a pleasure. It was a great season. We're doing relegation next week, and then we're coming back even better in season 3, and I cannot wait. So that's us signing out. I'm TH Pine, and we'll see you next time.